deputy ankasa etache de den sanin say aka 71 days na World Cup no asase e wo Canada US and afi eye Mexico ni nyina honsem ye de bro na bia so etimi akonkan nsem no na posu enie sanin say coach Otuado Ghana ade sika ne bo som $500,000 and nebeja coach Otuado kwan. Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Asamoah Babin akasa se blasters ejina ho no osi akanya enchire se ye wo coach. Afe ye sports ministry asoya Honorable Isaac Kwame Asempa na se Honorable Kofi Idi Adams akasa wono ena ye sports minister wose ye the 800 supporters ena ye de eko ye World Cup no na ye ko amano ni ansema woto a aba ene se Italy 3 times on a row entimi and qualify for World Cup 2018 2022 2026 and Italy entimi and qualify DR Congo a qualify komonim na Bosnia and Herzegovina nyina World Cup ne bi winning sembia ya bobo no na poso ewo Asempa Sports News at 6 and ye de bro ye dan ho aba ye ba e be sensem na se
Asempa Sports News at 6 Asempa Sports News at 6
Abusafo na esi ewram ewo nsema woto ayensa Canada ebesase e de fe coach Otuado na so ye senense eno a ene ye bo wamane anopare se coach Otuado de ihwe me no ekese de na se coach anya de wo ye head coach biem edema the Blasters of Ghana te said ye ya bone naso ntutu say pay a coach wontimi ento aso anya dwuma from the Blasters of Ghana nti Otuado de te say wono wo former coach edema Blasters wono se Blasters de bo mat bibia obetimi akasa edi afahom na eno anansemi ebeto dwa no amanfo so na so Otuado kra no sika san de di eja ne kwan se ne se Otuado ye sign 2022 March botmidum enti mfie mienu ne enti samfie mienu na mfie miensa ana coach Otuado ye ne no empo no efa awade anase ye ne awade ye na fe nei ye so awade ye ntimi biem enti eja ne kwan na kode a sika ne bo som $500,000 eno ene sika coach Otuado na say Ghana edema na gu ni bottom edi akofia akwakwche na busia forso me ye Blasters adwuma na antimi anwie ni edi na so munya me kwan sika omo edi emamni nti the Blasters of Ghana ene head coach Otuado anese ya pam na ati we former coach ne de odurai ekode a na say $500,000 ene ni sika Otuado odi eko nti eno nso eno no na ye ko Speaker of Parliament Right Honorable Asamoah Kingsford Babina ene wakasa Osi nyame nnukwe ni edu babira na asefem oya the Blasters of Ghana no ogina ho obo match bit is against Austria against Germany ne nyina yakokodi nkugo but the Blasters bomb match nyame nnukwe ni na oyem crash so unhu se coach kwampo egina bench te edu babia ubon babia be pass board ato babia be twa board ato na se go ese ne nyina fake kan noma woto a esempo ne team bobo a ese hu ne nya no enya de unhu enti edu babia Blasters ne de unhu se coach krampo hobi.
What happened yesterday is no coaching. I'm telling you. The money that KGL is spending and the money that some of us spend in football, we are very concerned about it. You saw our lone striker up front. One of the strikers, as you know, is our star now, playing in UK. But he's a utility player. So he goes back to win the ball and he's to spin it. And the coaching will have to tell them where to spin the ball once he speeds up to the other corner. Not about height. When you are spinning it, it's not about height because your striker is short.
Asempa
so
FM.
it's to the other corner. And so he speeds there and he holds it for the one from the back to speed to the other end. And
Asempa Sports News at 6.
Enti Speaker of Parliament Honorable Kingsford Sumana Babin Nensima wade atuja afa Blasters net ye coaching hu ensensema ni otwado woni ho biem na sene se enra wade nsemo atuja emra Democracy Cup ye pam ho ntoma e parliament no san e de tuja se Democracy Cup ne de Kumasi Asante Kodokone eye kotoko omo ene House of Folk na omo ebo na date ni de mamonte batia ya dia for the third time omo ehwe ne msempo na betime be kabehe na bia so etime akonka bekosu ewu Kumasi enti Speaker of Parliament ekasa edifa democracy hunu cup no enra.
The Democracy Cup 2026 is designed as a comprehensive national management and engagement platform. So it's not just going to be a match or an event in Accra. No. In this third edition, the Democracy Cup will extend well beyond a single match. The program will include a nationwide trophy tour, structured stakeholder engagements, targeted public outreach and civic education initiatives, and selected local and international features. For 2026, we intend to introduce a series of precursor and complementary football activities designed to deepen participation and broaden national reach. These include the following. 1, an under-19 national tournament. To support youth talent development, you also of all scheduled activities under this year's program, including the nationwide engagements, developmental tournaments, and civic outreach initiatives, which shall in due course culminate in the much anticipated
News at 6.
Enti right speaker honorable Osmana Kingford Babin and odin semwe tuja efa Democracy Cup no na yenwem kakra o Blasters of Ghana coach Otwado ne saki ya uko parliamenta ye wo a committee a wo mu ehwe ya gude mu nsem enso eho na ranking member Owura honorable na se uko tafo a o tafo Kumasi a ono ene wo MP eho honorable Vincent Eko Asefua na ranking member edi atudwa se Otwado nyame nukwe ni pama ya pam Otwado ne de woni Ghana Football Association for enya dwe kra so Otwado sanka bia mbepam na nka omunya ne ntem kra na ebire we mu pam Otwado ne de na se nyame nukwe ni so so oni omu eya adwen padia na so oboa oni omu nya adwen ne eni omu enya adwen china.
Is it the case that because we're not able to score Germany, we've told Otwado to pack home? I think it is wrong timing. I think it is bad strategy. I think it is a very bad decision. It does not show proper leadership. It does not show a thinking leadership. It does not show a strategy that is being espoused by leadership of the GFA. Yesterday I told you that Ghana come as a football. There are a lot of people who personally are sponsoring themselves. A Boca just to go and make sure that they will go and cheer up the Blasters. Who told you that 800 people now, the Minister of Sports, 800 people, America and Canada, are the only people who are going to cheer up the team. There are people who are personally sponsoring themselves to be there just to make sure that they cheer up the team. We cannot toy with the hearts of the Ghanaian, and it is a very risky decision that we've taken. There's a likelihood that it may be a good decision, but on paper and looking at how things are going, I do not think that it is a very good decision. I am looking forward to the plan and the strategy from the GFA as to how we can name a better coach than Otwado, because all of us follow football. The replacement of Coach Ado should be well accepted.
News at 6.
Honorable Vincent Eko Asefua, a ranking member, Parliamentary Select Committee in charge of sports, Parliament, and Afe Otafu Kumasi MP, and on the same way, and swear to Jana Ghana Fuakasa, Eddie Afa Coach Otwado, Pamua, Yapam, Yentian Sima Ghana for Eddie Etuja.
Yapam Ghana for Napam, the Ghana for Pamundia, Ghana Napam, and Yena pam Ghana na pam nti yesom sa
ebelifo no de babu am no maye no because omu ya set team no ebegina na so na ebekọ nanim enu nti omu hwe na bebo am no de maye no dia and dey any problem bia o
omu na decision bia ekra omu because there was some changes bi mu ho ananka yeso ye anka beboa team no, but it's like or relax say.
For me there me say ho anu because yen hu information ye hu ade bo bia nkrofo ne bo HSA ode ko a ebetimi akosi yi wo no
ne pam no ana ne sake no is long overdue ache and I think I pam no long time.
Oh, to me no a good decision. Because Ghana no obi o yare for obi oda prison sabi obi kura woni ba bi da na woni ba bi tin kura poro na koma di blaster chi nti yin na no ye pe no betima aboa blaster no
ya mum but the ever can say
Asempa Sports News at 6.
Asempa 94.7 FM T Ghana for natural matching fa otuado na se pamoa ene yapam no eho na se work up on sensem de ministry wo mu aso na obenya na sports minister eye honorable Kofi Idi Adams ene wa kire mu se kwan bia so ayeden a na se man Ghana ne ministry no ebehwe ema supporters makomako 800 akwa kopie mu ewo ho na eno ayade bia eye sponsored one essence wo sponsors na fe omo the supporters akwa ekopim eho na nokwa no ukwa obepe wadua na obedi ukwa ovesa ni nyina wa ana obetua nti nyese ministry no ananse Ghana ban e the supporters 800 ni nyina ekwa akomo maduane di ansa tiomo vesa tiomo plane ticket no mo bibia da bi edesa eneti 800 na ede omo ekono yade enchiremu wom anabo chiremu
Because the cost is quite high, so we're thinking about not doing more than 800. The supporters union are plenty. That is the plan. If we are successful at sending the calculation we did, even at the group stage, it will cost you about $9,250 per head. They have to pay for their visa fee, of course. That should be their contribution. They also have to find something to feed themselves, because I've made it very clear. We're not going to, a lot of people have come to the ministry looking for feeding contracts and what have you. I say we don't have any case accommodation, their ground transport, and we are also arranging, of course, yes, roughly $10,000 per, not up to 10,000. It could be less. To you about is that we have had supporters unions that have existed over the years.
Asempa Sports News at 6.
Enti winning small sports minister di tu jai bucha for yemfri ona fe enkopem ewo aguna sodro oblast oza say upiem Ghana Premier League ni mu a teams na wo mu area no enibre ewo mu pa wo United say wodem relegation zone Samson na Brekum Chelsea nso ono nso etem na sodro oblast nso demba points ni nyina bo se 32 eno ene sodro oblast na se timu a ebezi ewo sodro no no eye Swedu Oblast na head coach no eye Kasim Okanse Mengel and yebisan se coach baby a wodai ewie na ebo hu na wo gidie se obetimi e the Oblast every relegation no betimi de omakam e wo Ghana Premier League ni mu ana supporters no omu 8 you.
We are working on it. Definitely, inshallah we will escape. I'm 100% sure we will escape. I'm telling them they should continue supporting, praying for the team. It's not over until it's over. I'm assuring them the massive support they've been giving us and the prayers they've been offering for the team. God willing.
Asempa Sports News at 6.
Enti coach Kasim Mengel Swedu Oblast enya dia relegation no ebeko na wokọ Brekum Chelsea nso a nso ebabi omoda no relegation na omoda na communication director no Isaac Obin ebisa ne se bema woni supporters na sembe na wakache baby amoda die wiemu na moda no.
Oh yes, so far the we were Brekum Chelsea that is here now.
Asempa FM.
You can see a league in the position of Brekum Chelsea relegation. But also the position of Brekum Chelsea from the 17th even to see the 9th position of league now. Obiano defense they do more than 5 points. And it's a difference from baby I would to the 9th and more than 5 points are. That's so because of relegation we are not league table no I share the position of Brekum Chelsea. But on share the point difference no. And the Yamayan supporters now who say position of Brekum Chelsea than the one that, but you may feel which means say in next games now can if possible Brekum Chelsea no in any games ni na you may feel baby and so say Brekum Chelsea relegation there really I need the supporters and educate and supporters no I'm more against Brekum Chelsea.
Asempa Sports News at 6.
Enti Isaac Obin kasama for the Brekum Chelsea in relegation in the Omakache supporters ni say nya de omo ebeko yana ni ntram ewo amanone na fe nsima wodo afi ho no nso eba no eni World Cup qualification no na uko Europe aka 9 na se 4 teams so a qualify beka ho and afi uko continental one na aka 2 teams omo nso so mutimi qualify ebeka ho nso enra de fofie antoata Italy esanso e de bohon mubiem ema nyoma ntimi ankoye amfa ma eye Italy na se national team ema enra ejiguye emra na se omo ene Bosnia and Herzegovina ofe edikan na 1-0 Italy for lidi de tosumienu enaja Italy for ebo moden atina ho ya atwe ha ma Bosnia ba bete ka no ye bo extra time ni nyina no na seja na akoye eka ni ye ko atopreko enu eye penalty no ene koba ne se Bosnia and Herzegovina omo se maako na se woka ni nyina eboma enan ema Italy for na se omo nso atimu eye baako enti ene Italy entimi an qualify for FIFA World Cup 2026 eno ene dia na se ba abeto dwa no enye eno nko a Czech Republic nso omo nso ewie game no na ye 2-2 ene ye ko on penalties eno nso ni nyina eba na wie no na Czech for a winning 3-1 on penalties omunsu eyi Denmark for ediom efrim enu etine sakopema Turkey eti Kosovo esom kabako a omo entimi anti saka no ndi Turkey a qualify Sweden for nso eja omo etina afie edi nkunim yensa ama Poland Lewandowski enso entimi an qualifier woti ekanum emienum ntini nyina ewie no na akoba ne se Bosnia and Herzegovina omo a qualify and afi Czech a qualify Turkey a qualify na Sweden omo nso a qualify ewo eye Europe wo afi wo dawani ekokopie mu ewo eye continental one nso a ene ekoba ne se on extra time and a DR Congo eti Jamaica esom kabako a omo entimi ante saka no na Iraq enso eti Bolivia ese ne kamienu a otimu baako nti ene Iraq ene DR Congo woko eye FIFA World Cup qualify playoff nso a eno nso womo na a qualify nti ensema wodo a efa World Cup no eno no Tottenham Hotspur bobo kono ede aba se Italy ni this year Roberto Di Zerbi they say dear wono ena mofa ne say o meye head coach emfama Tottenham Hotspur ebisafo ye the Asempa Sports News at 6 AC ha na ya soro so na Dennis Asamoah aka Alatula aba betinasi the ultimate sports show atoamoso Ironman International oye brutal James Esiama ena ball matchidom nyame adoma wotena ye besanso asia yakramo
the ultimate sports show. The ultimate sports
George
show.
Efie, former vice president of the FA. The ABC say unim football mo, we experience a progress of work for normalization committee. Obviously, omo they are on track and assessing the city amount.
No comment.
From time omo share adwuma se ebepem na aka mre kakrai na omo di adwuma dia ba wiye no. Wo George Efie saying na hu normalization no.
No comment.
And the first time when you had the opportunity, yanhwe adwuma o maye say eboa football people and as I feel say adwuma enyan so many.
No
Asempa FM.
George, the way they has a who be now bow, be a doctor now no, and as a fear of victimization, it ultimate children.
When we Japanese team, barracks boy, Zongo boy, outside.
And then mama opportunity, young boy, send a who normalization, Edmano.
No comment.
For capabilities, on that committee. And also who is saying?
No comment.
Competition I ever organize it. Who Balua Abba.
Yeah.
Back and forth. So I'm to me organize it. I'm mad. I said last week.
Yeah.
Are you telling me, say, George, do your opinion on something away now? Is that what you're telling us?
Okay.
No comment.
Very well. Ghana for you now say, Mema, congratulations for being appointed as the Minister of Sports and Recreation. Almost say the
ultimate sports show.
And he said, "Yeah, shown for the first time as the first person to be appointed. Almost say more abaso. Now you wish you well."
Medasi, medamuni na so ase. And meda platform we so as of course Moamoka and I believe say Ubia so agiatum. There is the headquarters of what sports.
Yeah.
And for all other stations, Ubeko Hono now about 6 omoye normal news. Asana omoaba later no moaba sports so. But mumu die die. Mo bi ehun say about 6 open say uti sports news papa bia from across the world, any Ghana so I no say what they would dial no edit to
Asempa FM.
Madam was.
Yeah, sure. So I just to say higher the headquarters of Ghana Sports.
No dear, no correct.
Yeah, you better now at the right time, you better now you didn't come on now be fine.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your support. I think maybe it's for him.
And was it made into us all, you know.
I mean, look, she's been fantastic, honestly. All you guys, but she's not here, so I can say it. Send her back and say, yeah, I'll stop. Yeah, the chat game, no, she was constantly around, and I know she was communicating with all you guys. Asempa, I like the way you bash. And I like the way you support. Maybe behind the scenes, people don't know, but the support to accept me commend them more. Okay. And I appreciate that. Yeah, when we are going wrong, and so praying, take us on. Let's say it as it is, and let's do the right thing. So I want to say thank you to you guys, and let's be at the stadium on Sunday on time to have a.
Because the cost is quite high, so we're thinking about not doing more than 800. The supporters union are plenty. That is the plan. If we are successful at sending the calculation we did, even at the group stage, it will cost you about $9,250 per head. They have to pay for their visa fee, of course. That should be their contribution. They also have to find something to feed themselves, because I've made it very clear. We're not going to, a lot of people have come to the ministry looking for feeding contracts and what have you. I say we don't have any case accommodation, their ground transport, and we are also arranging, of course, yes, roughly $10,000 per, not up to 10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have had supportation.
Asempa FM. The ultimate sports show. Asempa FM.
Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day. TV radio, 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, don't papa. 94.7.
His Imperial Majesty Twedi Ampo French for no friend Due say wahwe enso na wasama adepachi ene asan betenase ewo fiduem ho amesre we brano awiedu say enewuko anopai no yede the Wednesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show ni eba ede ebesomo jumadi live ewo YouTube Asempa 94.7 Nyankopon ayene kama ede ama menomienu na April bosume no ne da edikan 1st of April 2026 as da kese nkada odi efri adumu eko adumu na said ye winim no wey the Ultimate Sports Morning Show ne ye eba abesomo dan nyina no aya wote Mr. Andy Obenkwaku Ghana's maestro your supremo enka enti se ne absence no na Danis Asamoah popularly known as Alatula menso machine show no kama na ye de som no etimi abrel no nsia abo etrete eko nanim no se dwumadi ye besesa ye nkrata ye de eba ye nkuku ne ye nkaka e de afri bama I just said no kono abo apai mo 9:30 na yede som no ebeba na wieye na yatena si no enkoma no ebedi anopai no we bedi kan area seda ama the entire sports news at 16 no Sedazi and international Pablo Ayman Abednago any apamfoni na say yede sports news at 6 eba songo na yatena si no ye to aso dia na chese enche yede sports paper headlines no ebeba abesomo ewo show no eso Ken Kaninja nana kweku mensa ene betina se na the bon krata no de wombia no ode abesomye adopai ye wiepe ne ye bomodin atoa show no so e de ama e the dagging segment no so no ne ebesan aba e show no eso aboafo mu kita asene ye koye nim kakra no ye re obi adwade tonde so ebetimi abesomo shanon so se ye beko obodo yibo ye beko amono ne Eric Asiedu Buadi the foreign minister e de beko nkofo aman so na ya hwe e FIFA World Cup qualifiers matches are playoff no etito dwa nyina no ya de honsep eba abesomo sanso na oba abibrem dia na chese 9 African countries and nya qualification to World Cup na yi ba ko abeka ho a aye mako edua eno so ya bo achi e de amao Torian Hospital appointing new manager Roberto Di Zabi and so Edin Sandodona Atudwa yeko amanone at the foreign minister ebebochi edi amai anopay na afisam no de we kati our sports news at 6 nti yetenase na ye di nkomo ewo bama isu a de anopay ye bisa eyo to ado nkomo no ususu se sia no ya bo papa no na mutuo etisi ye power replacement enye foreign coach anase enye local coach wonsusu ye mu local coach na beboa ana foreign coach eno eye de edaba maisu a eno so ye bedi hu enkomo Derek Boateng so Eric Akra atudwa de Derek ekanyina ene se ya boto ado na mutuo dia na say the backroom staff e kan ho ni nyina no so no ya mo bia na mutuo san say ya the top notch coach bia eba enya de so be accept that backroom staff down because GDA ho ehia papa trust ho ehia eno de Derek edi atudwa san say so bi be ka say technical team no mo ka asema otontia omomfa bibia meto abontia na eche say omoka bibia otontie ndi say otoni ho de a de aka ni nyina so yempra prachiri ho a Derek edi atudwa ni nyina no ye betena se bama etu na master bands ne Kobe Jones ne abadwafo tenase a eno so ye didudo na ho enkomo mesraw interesting point of interest sports director Sky so ebeba na enen so no ye de no atimi awuram edi ama kama nti bia wo bia no se oni ye atenase mprempren live on YouTube Asempa 94.7 Joel the fashionistic Adaroma bibia edi dem head of sports professor Ike Wala Sanso the deputy Eric Asiedu the KG1 no ankasa team of every producers no Abednago Comensa the Dortmund International Pablo Ayman Sanso na Evans Kwabena Sapon Sedazi and Bernard Padi Botwe and General Mosquito Joe also live on YouTube bibia ekoso kama baby edu no yebeko na yakofa the bon kratano naposo no aba edi abesomo baransa na yebeko no anopai si atena sia na said the winning don't call me ebe da na efri adoma do no nso be da efri motoam enti ye plus sponsors a ekita as no mo boy na ye the headlines no ebro no Franco Trading Enterprise ye ko na ye phones ahoro ni bia no yakoje edi efri o say Nokia Samsung, iPhones are smart television ranging from 32 up to 100 inches. Franco air condition, Obankasa air condition, or airborne nyanya se atchide, washing machine, about who I how now was you know microwave blenders are raw and CCTV camera, about watching baby Eddie Amauno, Franco for a Toby, we call a app no so bit me download do Franco Franco Trading Enterprise app no so and now www.francotrading.com. Still or see phone papa fee I don't know. Yeah, the Franco for a to 0246 422338 0246 422338 and 0355 939311 0355 939311 Franco for Ebejo. So say Okano engine o maso anopa bia na tanwe and just so emfa maw nyoma enkoyi emfa maw engine no awe na achene o engine no eye water pump no enye adwuma yi a na ese still no onda na ho te se de ko bia da na ho ye tilapia no ye yusu seahorse ultra cool coolant seahorse ultra cool coolant ya janso ni yusu eno a eno bia eyusu a ama ni engine no ho aye den ni engine no enye hye emro so overheating bia emma na enwe na achene na water pump ni bibia nso eye adwuma etie nei mo a mo pese mo car no engine no engira na so kremene no eye seahorse ultra cool coolant mesraw for seahorse for 0244 577 559 0244 577 559 and 0544 133169 na oni seahorse for enkasa na Vieta lovers matwedi anopa ide de emamo na monya gadama agumu botom no eye bet fox or say we boostam bet fox or say we boostam mesraw sign up sesia betford.com.gh na we di gadama huro bebri ani ma bekoyi ede amao DBS Industries Limited industry kesia ye ma goodies ahuro bebri enti mesraw se no so wasi udan na wie na akasa ode nchansi ebegu so nko ade abefo nchansi aba as mframa jampan trubi aba enti mi endwiri no engunu DBS sheeta ye de aba dwaso enti bomoden se okwa obebisa se ope DBS for akache obenya 10% discount abra only DBS for edins awoso won kra half for DBS 0240 844 444 0240 844 444 Kumasi 050 600 4141 050 600 4141 Takradi 050 600 4242 050 600 4242 na yenjo soma bibia enkosu yi emfa emau King Kaninja atnase yeko na yetiewe abayeba na yede de bonkrata no na poso no de wombia nso aba abesomunti enko ba bia mafidi no enda Asempa 94.7 senhia me YouTube ya Asempa 94.7. Morning, bro. Ken. Hey. Baby, I fine. Adam Grace. Yeah. Adam Grace. Baby, I fine pa. Na kwa udi ese de oje kwa udi ayebu. Kwa a chance that with this stone boy. Eko. Edem na ka ohobiem. Hwini wo. So the boy. You want Kowini na ye na see nanso. What do you say? Nyame ya adumu a ochina. And I started. Also me ka second na na mu wa. Ka second na. Asa de ewu akire bebre bi. Ade nso ewe hey. Enti nyame ya adumu ochina ye kokowu. What you say? Na yakoginem. Of course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nina no activities because especially Easter games, you know, or they say kwawu Easter games baso inti muamwo kwawu ene ni environs no munso amufre chiche ne benche bari na I mean muntu ai kwawu na yentrase na yenni enkomo enso hodomo na ne akebia no yetumi edi na fe yetumi akoyedim na bibi yetumi ayefa inti kwawu raba ayam ya domo a na ese yekwa akoginem kama pa na yetumi ayen fine enso edi ama obibia nti ala sana honsem esitie nti yekokwu yekokwu all right yamagana ni bia chemo kwaba emra Asempa 94.7 FM the ultimate sports show and then so no midweek edition atanasia ya the Asia we so eso na kai nation so say the kuwakata ne moboso ena ye de eba ene anopei enso ewo honomo na wo hwe senia honsem no esitie na dani na ya hyase ewo daily guide kuwakata no na daily guide kuwakata no banner headline or say no payment made for maize we a deputy minister edema ene kwiedjumayo ene honsem eno confirm ewo pack that is a public account committee ase yeranidi ade John Dumelo onumiamfo John Dumelo ena ninsasha sakrata yasia na se wode nsam abetwijento ko pay 3 of the daily guide ose no payment made for maize na so muntu esika bia mfa mebro inteno kakra na sa no pay eno nso etimi aba na front page where was say anti-LGBTQ bill not priority and when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and ode na no de nsama todwa nti uko pay 3 as our story nso ede ho a anopay kuwakata yi ekruche na afi watumi ede aba enso ewo or say retract and apologize or I see you dame to kwachi ofosu hey yera ni didi Godfred yeboa odame ena ene attorney general and I say minim say you ofosu kwachi akokeka kansema for no and I say ne wedwapa ne boafu and I say retract and apologize twisan na pa ho chaw and I say mesiu and no eka kopeni no so and ebama na libraba ansa ebama na libraba ebamusana twisan na pa ho chaw nti also retract and apologize and no yakakraba uko back page stories we di ka bobo so agudi mu also GFA sacks Otuado after Germany friendly loss and on the Abanos Spurs confirm Deserbi appointment and also Ababetoha Nina no in Samahodua Kuwakata daily guide and Ukwada Anopay one also de Aba Woko Daily Graphica say and a banner headline is it here or say ex-Morocco coach leads race. Now say nay, it comes with a picture of Orani Didi Walid Regragui. Walid Regragui, our former coach at the Moroccan national team no and nay when you to the picture na Daha and watching me pass ex-Morocco coach leads race. Now say nay coaches here omo ebe replace Otuado no ma be for Black Stars ejuma no say Walid Regragui wano and din dikanya and the picture is so anasiko wakata daily graphic ediaba and anopay story no Europe 3 now uko pay 13 there is a story or say President Mahama assent to 5 new bills ni nanso ha obetumi akwako kenkan bie and a pack no rice lost under government program there's a public account committee no deputy agric minister Yera onumiam for John Dumelo ekotena public account committee na say to na no se bibia nyina yo debi on the nokura pa trodo ala o si trodo nokura trodo eno mo di adwuma ewo agric ministry so ehoro o si Baben proposes Premier League leaders for Democracy Cup clash na say enonso eye na enwa etumi course wa Democracy Cup no for the third season and as a third edition no mpenimfo kopa ho entoma esambe to dwa se enei na se wo hwe nkoma eba asante kodokode house ya ene besambo
omoa na be koso aje fans And I want to say,
Mumfama from phone, so Ebi Sukra Nanka, Mpache said, Omo 18 Premier League phone, Yenchem, Nanka, Yanyano Gala form.
Okay.
Now what Mam Bedu Yenzoni, good, Yenzoni. Nanka Yambon, sir, na Sikani
Nanka winners, not the final.
Nanko, be a 2 days in Penny, say a gala, what I say, Nanka Yakobo. Kumasi ni Accra na ye bobi ye real final na pe baby ba kwabo nisi because sikani ya ban sika
enye bad
anka enye bad ene say democracy na ye dia
let's be a benefit wo ho
na say de no say democracy na
sa pepepe
na ha se nkwa na wa
dabi
koto nkwa na watim. Oh, see, I know so young come be an answer man for the but yeah, the never see na ko waka tamoboso ala yeah the Asia Kardashian so say and some again putting for ka na be boa ma mining puntu so etumi aba no ukọ adomonline.com na fe my joy online.com anopay ubenye bi na fe wetimi akenkanyala
Ken Kaninja, I don't know, yeah, the Bonkrata no ebesi, but Shannon so Emma say anopay said you win him no sika ewo internet and so and Tibo Modern say open sikadi na watch games are run na vieta and so no was Eddie Gusuna and yeah ni tete na warenia ababetum kama Eddie amount nti the abema was suma jo na sika na bantem ewo games are run na vieta so no betano.com.gh register now betano.com.gh betano.com.gh o madaroma yebeko nkofo yebeko dadwe no eso nti bomoden say obe register emprempre ya no prayer me no ka say o register to see a cash edit the chia obetimi atwa ma won so ho ato yenko na yensa yare anopa ya na say mo a osa ham no osa ne tamfo pa haxa mixture any haxa capsules haxa mixture and haxa capsules and so aba the ama wona esa osa edi omunya enti osa how na da bia heartburns ba na wato ba ha ne ade a haxa for edi omu mixture ene ne capsules aba ebetimi atu ase edi ama enti se wutie mi a wo osa edi unya pa yi no osa ne tamfo a hu na no de ahyem a tumirika baba no ade a ne din no haxa mixture and haxa capsules enti mesira wo hye no so ba wafa afuru onnombi Nese mada also numbi na enkuraso a munyanya under 12 years nso mo mfa haxa mixture and haxa capsules enti mo hye no so emfa emame enkra ha no okaishi drug lane ubenya bi sanso na rebash ventures na tenatet so okoho bi ewo kumasi PFA na Colinac ene pharmacy bia ewo kumasi no haxa mixture and haxa capsules osa tamfo betu ase ama bibia akoso ye kama pa ken meko ahoma no so abase no na we hia kwajo
manimra
data bank CEO already monyamfo kwajo dey mensa ewa ahoma no so chief good morning
na kino nyabotre
kini nyabotre wo
ejuma say no ma bank cramo first na me external producer first na me external contributor na me be external producer na me external executive say dey me remu ankasa minimum one enti dem ho
etikini nyabotre kakra chief ya fra wa no pa nya ne bone so on otoado yenim se abadwakuo nipa makomako nnum a ye power ye de na wotwe miensa eto so eboro na wotwe miensa no kra no na wo ka ho che no was the FA vice president Ora Prosper Senado and yesen Makado yesen hu pokunti so ewom yesen hu Williams Cisse na ora ne Professor Joseph Kwame Minta sampa info numi ne ye power mo se mompe coach emfama the Black Stars of Ghana and the other criteria mo de ba yen so a criteria no na ye bomodен say betimi ahwe na yenya coach a wa coach men's national team a wo experience be ye mfie pole edunum ni nyina na ka ho sanso na coach a obetimi coach a our track record in reconstruction, organization and development of young talent, and coach a also hold the highest football lances in the world with 15 years coaching experience. Sanso na coach a or disciplinarian na tactics and so no juma what leadership skills we nyina no mo hweye na mo de etudwa na coaches do here be say in the first place coaches do say na apply time a mo kotena mo dwuma die ni so no
onim alatu asem no Emirene ba ya appointment ya de kasa bebre. Baby I drew say no. Ya pam auto. Bruni Bekanasem is water under the bridge. The day in no ehia more change ya better. Into no credit ya meaning alatu. Let's look forward.
Yeah, forward though. Now all criteria yeah, model 2 yeah. Now
alatu. Let's look forward. Whatever criteria or type of coach the FA and the ministry are looking forward to appoint, I think we should focus on that. It will never be the same criteria. It will never be the same situation. Everything has changed from 2 years ago.
Chief, BBS is not from 2 years ago. Now the right tool for the right job na modema no. So they are moving forward. You be the free.
Alatu, whether we made the right choice or recommendation or not. Right now, Alatu is neither here nor there. We are where we are. It is honestly pointing fingers, blame game, accusations, etc., etc. Last, just I think I should resign from the FP. My sister said that then I FP appointing. You know, there are so many things, and when you say about dwelling on it. Why are we dwelling on that?
Chief,
let's look forward.
Chief, yeah, ni minti say bomo sobo a mobeji atum.
Oh, say the nipa de mfumso or nipa so. Mfumso, nobody in this world is perfect. Nobody makes perfect decisions all the time. If you remember, make the decision biana collectively cry correct. So somebody of your opinion bet me a bash it and the didn't crowd. Certain China accuse ya bash anything cry. And the catcher said, I think the enemy na mission dear womb. The catcher bashing na me lesson I mission say. If people throw stones at you, you don't react. You pick up the stone and use it to build a house. And comfort to football. And he so beautiful. Name abona ya tutuno. Obesisa abom. Now they see dying. It's okay. Say yes. So then you know kind of things. If the people accuse her, it's okay. It's not a problem at all. I went there with an open heart, with patriotism and nationalism and all. So, if it didn't work out, it didn't work. Not every appointment works. So they are spare crowd more high level crowd. Or more appointed coach 42 days.
Chief, a boy to bro no dey na wasua
Oh. And this is it's part of life lesson. So we take it like that, one day at a time. Messia Niema P.
What's your Nioma P? Say, yeah, quiet Nima. Ufi say, quite ben fast because Noah, Namiti other platforms. So the what former Black Star player, editor, just say, first of all, Otoado Kono fan saying,
oh, me mom dear. No question, I think to some extent, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Otto because the bashing was too much. And I'm not baby I drew no. Moses for many can ask them. The spirit of the nation was not behind him. Now Black said Jumano, the sum or minus sum do it here. Your chances of succeeding are very low. Very, very low. And to a large extent, I think I'm happy for him because the first point was after Ophelia for AFCON. That's when I think a decision, there was some meeting, definitely. But one more, maybe I will share timing, World Cup qualifying record, blah, blah, blah. Now, World Cup qualifying record, no, near perfect. But AFCON was a disaster. Friendlies, worse. So they could have taken, they didn't take it. And now, moving on. And or the qualifiers. No, they're bashing. Charlie, I think Otto, if he reflects, for me, I'm happy for him because imagine, say, Otto the World Cup, Yako facing England. na hurricane boom. Oh Lord have mercy. You will never have his peace of mind. To some extent, no, at this point, it's good for him. You go back, reflect on his career, figure out which areas he wants to progress and progress.
Chief,
I'm happy for him.
Okay, we are happy for Otuado. What did he buy? And so about Anfama and Nay Jana Quine. It is said your mom swing dear no dear na momo swing ma ufi said your father's time around a bit me boy and a dashing bay. No, if he said this time young Kosi Pecucha.
Alatu, to say no, then I am a stopgap coach in here, right?
Okay.
I don't think it is a long-term coach situation right now. A Project World Cup coach. But yeah, can I am Ghana for sometimes, meaning say all the time. You referee say the council a factor in who we get. Tika a factor. We always forget na top notch. Not and so uko boss the council say cream. In ekra Kofi Adams Coca said we will spend $9,250 on each supporter. Amount for it to compare na kolebu ni dialysis machine. And our schools under trees, and na they be a Black Star Sika. We forget. Coach Nidia, only a boy, a better coach. No. Are we prepared to pay? If we are prepared to pay, but Obi coach Dinia Busika a dinner. Hey, na yetikwapa. Nya yempete yetia. Yenso I top notch. What was pertaining 10 years ago doesn't pertain today. Fabio Mourinho for Champions League of our league. Achomenko compare Mourinho to car ni etiano. Na enetika etiape. Nyemhe seyepe. But Mourinho in his time was top notch. Times have changed. We need a stopgap World Cup project coach. But just for the World Cup period. Nemum okona ya. Yet minutes not discuss a longer term plan. But as it is now, I think what we need is a stopgap coach. Top notch or whatever criteria. But the it is always a factor. Because coach $120,000 and I ain't to mean here. Malaria drop and I make choir say a choir in Tempe. So it's always a factor. I would just like to remind Ghanaians say when we are calling for a certain caliber, that's all. And I'm Morris Sands, I can't ask them. You don't walk into a Lamborghini showroom with a Sebio Tico, Tika or Butum, and expect to drive out of the showroom with the Lamborghini. I'm quoting my response. Yeah, I'm telling you. You walk into a Lamborghini showroom, KFO, brutal, nice, Tika show Butum, Tico. And so, pay free showroom, now we'll drive it out to the Lamborghini. It doesn't work that way. And the committee, what lesson? I'm saying we should always remember that there's a financial outlay to whatever we desire.
Top notch
you can get a top notch who will fail too. Do you know that?
Okay, direction Ben Yenko for now. Say
let's go for a stopgap, not long term now. Just World Cup project, and then we can come back and reset. To use John Mahama's words.
Okay. And pray who be I am pretty over fire the Aqua World Cup on a by a bar near Belgium.
That's all.
And found when Bruni and Abibini.
The best person. It's the best person. You get the best person that you can afford. That's what you go for. Bibinio, Bronio, green, white, blue, and fahu. And then fahu kra.
Okay. Now
2% tough seat heavy mommy. Me no one able for also.
It's easy.
Oh, that be. Hey, exercise listeners energy. By now, Kweku listen, see me.
Na Otuado obieti o sky so monitor pa sky so monitor pa
me am ebom na ye mebusia for me dom na
oni obi be ya adwen se wo de ya mo de ba ya ja no kwan no backroom staff or support no and that backroom staff no so o to ni wa omuso ye njo omukwa because ye the top notch ba say the penny ya ebia no no so empene se one trust inti ebia no empene se one sa adom dodo no be ya adwuma
the America wo hono say wo mu identify coach no mo appoint coach ni ya wo mo master coach no the option say on clear obia ana hwan no obi yi no hwan na mani yi no ana hwan ye master coach no that option ma FNN take that decision. But ideally, usually, such coaches, they come and sweep everybody out and bring their own thing. If put to a member, you are going to penny say, medical team in there, he should keep them because medical team, they are almost the history of the medical history. What's the medical history? And soon to me, video here, even though it is mostly recorded in a computer and all, but. Na medical team, they know the players a bit more. If they come in their medical team there, they should be retained. But other than the medical team, give the coach the option to decide what to do.
Obama can be the medical team too.
Young Jama coach no. Non-decided. Young Jama coach non-decided.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Young Jama coach non-decided. From assistant to video to physio to video analyst to third piece to goalkeeper obia yenja coach no decided.
Okay, chief you better was no pay.
Mr. Madam Master pa.
Okay.
Headquarters the muku change. Me do obia.
Okay, Data Bank CEO already Monyanfo Kojada mentioned was part of the 5-member committee. Ye power ya yenya Otuado and ye in common so otin in some of the etudra prayers for all able say Allah the old technical team people must go. We can't retain the medical team. Ubia Enko Prince and so say I'm not sure the committee did not do for the Christmas job, so they must pay the compensation. Prince Ibio was a Kotobe Kumba committee and so they say at least they took certain allowances. They should refund it's sharp and also the by prayers and so as a sports journalists and TV radio presenters should use professional ethics to use set eagle eye on GFA and ask the necessary questions, are not able to do so to do it because they are in bed with the GFA and no prayers by or say so now it was because of money that is why they appointed Otuado. We need or say we had better coaches who would accept $5,000 US, but they didn't. Now I'm going for Otuado. Ken,
yeah,
young Kojo, so what you can?
Yeah, well for Kojo, I mean, young far way in 20. What do I say?
Yeah,
Ejumano, yeah, my mention what dear,
meet you.
And me person kofo etienne ya meka ye pa. With all due respect to Omo Mutieno. Allah,
Ken,
say a foul say we committee. Them fans say copper presenter bra. What you say?
Meet you.
Na yam fama Asempa na Asempa from Fanye Juma. The final decision of appointing that presenter and giving him the job. Any committee na kofa ne ba ni nsem wonim sa
dawe
wonim sa
so omuwie no mo presentation
na ye German
yeah
nti ye be German
no why assessment
no why assessment wa gina so aka so okay mun cheche ma me de ba woni mpa hu eto asom nti me ama jatum say o say ye fani pa no what you say so the committee will search for the person, make all the necessary requirements and do recommendations, but the final decision for appointment and yet committee in 7
eti omode koye no nanka esco fo no betimi
na se fefo no kwa na epia na abanmu fo no so e
omo mutu aka no
mamu so mutu ya den That time, where were you? What were you thinking? That time, na coach Ayafano Noah. Yenim after the World Cup coach and say on to me coach here no kwanwa efe for na san akotam no e de ne brega na for na set committee I beto odwa say etitu ne ninte ye pese omo beye adwuma no committee ni tina ase ne nyina omo ye omo merry go round omo sitting allowance whatsoever nkofo be kan ade ni nyina no efe for ne say still committee ni say coaches are applying ni nyina no ye papa wom e coach and did otoado. Then what happens to the ministry na obetua no?
And you won't fast for bomb committee no. No, me some me bisa me asam na me bisa. Okay. Say committee here ni search we are or the bremo onye na fair. Say committee no so apa mo sa ba nunku ni say mo na mo ya kukudam because technical member wom and employing for mo nim de nti apa mo say mo ko samra yo.
Who say so call GFA vice president to committee de so. And at that time the vice president of the committee doubles as the management committee chairman for Blasters. At that time, no management committee chairman for Blasters.
Can say who GDO committee ni muna dia momo. Ufi said the omde beba no the best.
Allah. What committee see was a committee in Koya Jumana committee said or coin no dia bani nwura nti unsu ni. In so to no want ade chi we hu fem. Since so to want adechi we hu fem. We see committee in coach because at that time na Otoado free walk up about so onye biem teni o. Otoado na yesa oye new name awaba. Omo mo be employ no be kase we dey for front efa ni so. Na Otoado abeya adwuma no koma Chrisutin abefa. E dey akwa afcon ma ye dey anko yema ya pam Chrisutin right after say boy last match or Ivory Coast ya pam Chrisutin. Inti ya pam Chrisutin kwade ye ma koma o. Omo mko pam Chrisutin no. Omo pam Chrisutin say Chrisutin wa ma koma.
David.
Ya pam no Ivory Coast no trust ho. Ivory Coast no far flight poor no dey koye. Ya pam Chrisutin no. Na Ghana had already just near here with Otoado. Into Otoado they know new name. And the Asante committee say munko search coach from Famaye because Otoado together with Chrisutin no omo boy kegwe ni mu ase omo ma bibi papa bia nti empa coach committee ni kotena ase omo nso bi wie ya coaches no ye pamo omo say omo nko na omo nya ade no omo ntimi mu aye no sa coach na committee no asa ko conclude say coach we obetumi asa abo aye FFO na be prepare contract no. FFO no and be negotiate with the coach. But the final decision some coach when e betumi na ko coach when e betumi agina tum na oman no ene netu anamo no. E ya ban mo mpanimfo no. Ninta ban mo mpanimfo na Otoado di na that time e foforo ma omo.
No monim no.
No monim Otoado.
Asa sa man yes ye man nko ba bi ye.
Enti wo hu say make say
Samra ne ese mane nko ba bia o ya
dabi o qualify
me chese da ya ma nko ba bia e do dada
ntesa ban mu mpanimfo no
ya do dada
mo twofofo
ya do dada
intele wo hu bebe ye problem
na ministry e rep so
for sure
William Sisi no or rep for the
absolute
no na chief director
okay committee exactly enti mo amkotena ase agree no what was the considerations into Kodia Diamond said that in the baby or no one so saying. You have every right to look into the face of Kodia Diamond and tell him, sir, we search now quiet by a bogos and Faswama. So we never my way no way say him that the records and Fantimo, Manye Juma, Mumay. But I'm sure na referee na kan person be san but ye near kase ya catcher of some for message mra. I'm sure Otoado wasn't the last name or the only name I'm submitting here. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. Sir, only search they won't present only one candidate, say one. They will present at least 3. Sir, Nimpam say these are their credentials and capability. Ntimpenim fortress no munyi mu baako. And the FA no, Otoado, FA they no be him say FA position Otoado anameboa.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm not carrying the effort to convince Abaimun Penning for them to also lose their sight and be beer while the Papa Biasuna, for them to also be in bed with FA4 and say, ampa near FA4 can Yansania Bawum, your fiber boy and Tiansu Yanko with Otoado. And almost a job be beer to her. arrive on Utuado. Enti, yaba do this level. Yeah. Allah,
Ken,
what for Kojo? I can something that is very important. Na, as an Kofadini Yanko, and I'm a boss.
Me too.
But I know the backlash I'm a G. I normal. Now, I normal, say. People will disagree so that ebe more opportunity no so the side of winner dey aba and no na show no ye interesting nti omo send no message dey affair no ala wo kai say no me catch you say koka ni nyina no we ye re fi kwa say sikasem wo nkomo na ye didi wo ka say me kai
sikasem mo
no me no wo di nkomo no unim say me check Wale Durugagui me check the salary Wale Durugagui is a former player of Morocco 10 years Wale Durugagui, he is a former player of Morocco. Of Morocco, and coaching Morocco. Morocco for Tiano 70,000 euros, which is equivalent to about $80,000. Close to 100,000. International free in Kroma Baha, mind you saw 80,000. Because 80,000 equal to accept is already $80,000 a month, you know. Meaning say they were considered sending money and they will confirm for what na ba you are paying about close to about 100,000. Meti henna na me beka say omanya wo kra no in your history I will start this our ball for national team coaches won't your coach kabia manemboro so 50,000 da omo wo for omo recently ko utumi di omo ka 4 months now we see sika nya dey sika ni ho how can you employ a top notch coach Them fans are having renard. Everybody betre krom ha. Oye adwuma ma. Now having renard will go 14 months without salary. Inti yankasa asoman. And I love the fact that
report now yes. Now to ka. Say more pressure sir but o sika sem so no ye hwe ho adwuma.
Exactly. And now I'm report. Okay we mu. Yeah, the Danny na Ghana for your kasa ye TSK.
Ken, mame eni nkomo ba komra Abdul Salam Yakubu and so okay twaso Ken twaso mame.
What you say? Enti Allah in all this conversation sikasam no so ka ho minister no and as a ministry ni na enye board in can say we can pay 100,000 and we will all support the campaign no. Baby aye gine wo for kojo ka asembi. We need a stopgap coach. Coach is about a 3-month contract in Poa. Give the coach 3-month contract.
Okay.
You go walk up a 1 month parameboa.
Sure.
Before the 3-month or 6-month contract, you know, at least no a top-notch coach, you know. Or be just some sort of identity be or be just be with you.
At the Ghana ain't been to 100,000.
No be some.
Ain't been to
be some for Kojo. Because some more a cast on copper coach, the mama salary don't mean
that's a more kind of here. Uniska. Uzuzo
Lamborghini showroom when you have Tico sikana show bottom what's one Lamborghini showroom sa okotobi
Mamen Komra Abdul Salam Yakubu ewa homano so President good morning
alatu
na apombo ko de
nyame ase wa masala
o zama amade
sala wa ma
na me dem pa bota wachi na me bomba eta wachi say bibia e kama na monitor from afar
bibia e kama
okay
bibia e okay say afesu bia Abdusalam and friends yeshia me atanase tete nyina na ye omomba nyina no medo bi omozo na omo etekire Madam Paya, that I can be successful.
President, Yankoya Black Stars, Hona Yantineto, Otado appointment, Ebeye, Kruma Debia, Otado. After Germany game, Yajo Otado Quine, say on Fanny Jumadina and to Anamompa, and Abbey.
Well, I'm in chat here for. Otwado aye fan no before nya bone executive committee fan no because we criteria na aye the fan no na eno na before so the criteria ba ya say wa coach on be fan no omo pe the level of that coach maybe saa level of saa coach no ebi executive committee no ɛhwɛ no na bi sika end ebi ana esaba back to Tuado into Tuado na fire no I Ghana ni no say former blaster player fan but maybe problem in one is ye footballer here bon this year no ye pokra de Ghanaians no enye World Cup ye problem nyina na say pese ye AFCON na Ghana fo nyina ani wo so ye pese ye AFCON na they were modern football edu na coach we yene ya group yene Niger any your friend is saying Sudan any one your friend is saying na two teams omo away from na coach we atoto papa so sa menya so pose group no the second po MZ debated nyame nko aboke but hono na wasanka if you know ye jano kwai because my own president sa qualification na ye de call your friend saying qualification ye de call World Cup ewo Qatar no or the next form MZ or ye more changes is out until say yenya your friend say qualification call Qatar it yen na ye adia ye pese ye ewo Ghana say ye fa AFCON na AFCON no eno so ye beti fa na AFCON ye beti fa no me anya qualification kra me ya saja coach we atana ho na coach we say ye pese World Cup or dey qualify na World Cup ye nyina ni ko ye fa so a ye qualify susumu sa eno ye dey struggle sa na ye dey qualify enti ye hu say your friend say ye team na kazania ye wono first na quality no e wo and they get to the point your quality no never form so say ye share any quality sa enti ye coach me quality e was ra o wetimi affect him we enti me blame me executive committee and I say whatever say yetimi after AFCON na ye betima jino AFCON na ye betima ko akoje as a blaster AFCON na yako adu semi-finals adu final no na yetimi je AFCON qualification kra ya jabi na ya saja coach wa trao na coach weti ho say on fire ko World Cup the me see say kama na say yeja coach we kwan e pam etum say World Cup 2006 aye koye me second problem World Cup 2006 aye koye you play the phenomenal drama you fan out of Lions you player be Abibu you fa Sheila Eliasu I think Aduke purpose when it's about 4-5 players qualification na me kai Awuzanom Agawunum Chastelanum Isa Medenum no munyina local players Chepsanum no munyina local players coach Uba local players on form nyafi ofre baako no apam baako na munyina no me club administrators me club chairmen was all to see football no yenyina ya football no Asempa because me edu ba bia na makoma edu ba bia na me industry be na me dey wa be shegi na ade e ko wrong ye invest se sikana ye dey invest of football no muzi ya se some football muzi ende I can say ye one league ye nyan ka say ye main product and ye the league ye we fake president or can league no or team ye wo executive committees abebre wo football club ye wo even cup blaster management committee ye wo dipa be 4-5 wo nyina wo football team na ye ko ye friend say ye pese ye ko World Cup ye bo friendly match na ye new one player awo ye local player eka ye friend say eka ye friend says yes na ye new one player o ka won Asare okay Asare even Ghanaians ebi kwa da to two Asare ye de ho to no so ye de ye ho to nyame so ye de ho to no so Asare it will qualify to World Cup yes ade Asare e ko ai Austria e de le sie ye ko benche Asare ana yɛde aborɔfo no bi bɛda mu ana yɛhyɛeɛ asare bɛda mu ayɛ super performance nti wɔn aka kyerɛ sɛ Ghanaian yɛntumi nya na sɛ woyɛ kɔtɔkɔ woyɛ Midiama woyɛ Chelsea woyɛ Hohoi woyɛ yɛwɔ 18 Premier League ɛwɔ Ghana 48 Division 1 forget Division 1 mpo na sɛ 18 Premier League yɛntumi nya football ɛnya 3, 4, 5 players on the ball plaster about the 2 players out of the amity plaster criteria na the football yɛ yɛ alato the football yɛ yɛ ɔkan no ayɛ te Ghana how executive committee no and the president of the FA yɛ nyina no yɛ main product na yɛ league yɛ kupɔmpo we yɛ one player credit nti kase yɛ no to ado bɛyɛ o se yɛ no to ado bɛyɛ saa na ɔde we local players in the field or World Cup. And your friend is saying, or Kosovo. Now, what I can say, player every Cyprus, a Bob Blaster, with the team when I player, you change your Bobo Cyprus. Now, Cyprus, one Bob Papa Benny about Cyprus. Now, Cyprus, your players, your players are picking almost here. No more 18s and 19s, you know, no more. Your friends are good players. Cyprus will give me to a player. Cyprus, your players are to nyinaye. Ma bobo na wie na omunya omu baby akono na Cyprus for abakaso maba omu pen as a free player na player na ku wie ne career ho sa player omu nyina bo ebi bo blaster na ye chai ye league na even e was executive committee no omu ka bi maye na ye league ni nya value inka ye be to World Cup ye fa ye 2-3 players in poa.
Okay. President.
Yes,
sir. Say Otoado ya boni din aka na ni dwumadi obedi nyina no ode ato. Wo fi say direction ben ye nko this time around so that ebe ma ye Black Stars na ye penny ye ni ye ni ye.
Yeah. We can hope a good coach in so is Kasem. And as I say, I mean, was Abia was here as was a temporary coach. Yenya coach ya ibida the kai mribi BBC aba hefa bobo the year to makama. My guys, your farmer so kunadu na your friend is saying farmer so kunadu on also be here juma kama ewie na yatena se na plan here and your friend is saying your coaches by it me feel for now maybe your friend is saying your local coaches in the bio and me feel say be bit my say juma way for
president local coach bay
local coach dey say bebre o bebre
o da mai bi why president unim bebre
your friend is maso kunadu ho tanko ho Karim Zito ho coaches there say Karela coach Nuru Ahmed your friend say coaches in the bebre ho your coaches in the bebre ho I beti me dey your friend is saying team na mo temper na omunsanjai obia that's more ya o coach yi team ba coach da that's more be o coach under 20 the grade when team anya say ni we ya na executive committee we tam sa team kakra we said that's more the second your friend is saying say second assistant coach you see jump until is okay wabo your friend is saying wabo World Cup way or a blaster this is a big player blaster. It is one of all kind of experience. Yes, our way as a find back coach. Oh, yeah, but and my coach, coach in the grass. I could say, yes, I found also. Yes, also. You for be a keke. So, your friend is saying, Uncle Blaster, the Blaster coach, so it do business. I've grown your videos. After you will look at coaches, so we active. Your friend will be coaching my team. They're active. That you know, my money are there. Ya fasa go for in aso coach. It yenya your friend is saying, yeah, Premier League, your friend is saying, your coaches are every Wednesday, Sunday, one. Yeah, sharp, muye chuma.
Okay.
Me, mama, pose, ubeja Karim Zito, no mjina ho. No fasa coaches way, Ibrahim Tanko no more. Coaches bebre ho, masokuna do didi tramani no more. Ya go coaches way there. Amonko bake otu. No the way. Auto na better critical city, auto na struggle. Yes, I could find it's that's when say, that's me be our coach. Your friend say, oh, ɛwɔ Ghana and when say obe coach under 20 bia oye bibi kakra at least ne level no blaster okay we no nyina so mo coach blaster
okay
into Otuado na dey no be
president
the way forward yempo obia
okay
I'm sure oboba be gina na your friend is saying your team say no ye sisi a ɛwɔ Ghana ha ye nyina nye boot ne yen kasa de hu say ye discuss na ye football etino minim de say we see a yet Ghana has an World Cup without a local league player na ye so to obi antimi nkasa kotoko edi kotoko kakraka we has kakraka we ni media man wan antimi one player e man info your friend say
all right
blast yeah to once and okay ala tula
Abdul Salam Yakubu, I don't know, new DBA president. Ken, you have a creme na yanko Ghana for.
Allah, so,
Mate,
me say, umu bia opportunity, bia na dwinchire.
Ebeba.
Adwinchire so mudi bani nyina ya adwinchire. Obia ntumi mfa ne nsensi ne bu se. Nimpa ya make an asem proven track record that we are ready for the person. You see a co-World Cup. Anamebwa.
Yeah, co-World Cup.
Karim Zuto a coach of World Cup.
What
did Manamana? Is it not the same gambling? 50-50. I bet me a friend to me fire gambling because when coach you World Cup. Nation FC coach a coach of World Cup. On coach you World Cup. Who did Manamana? A gambling. A 50-50. Unless we want to go sana ya abose mpanimfo na pam coach no alawe obose mpanimfo pam coaches no omo ni replacement o but ombe pam we no ma betre social media no mo monitor ne Ghana for ka oyenkofa ala odabi yenkofa we ne yenkofa we nti ehwa ne oye popular we mu no ne apani dia ba na start because at this point so okay so wo saki coach na woni coach obe take over ala na mebo
yeah.
At this point,
say any friend beto boabon friend na bisu say they no afana da.
No kwere bi mo say na ebeya ye beti committee ne akose. At this point, who is aki coach na woni coach oyede or take over. But kroma yeti any some politicians be no muti hey. On the baba social media commentators abe monitor. Oh, the big coach when nkofo bon. Woni say have a Renard as a 2024 ala 2 years ago. Harvey Renard charge Nigeria for $180,000. Omentumentia. Manu can say Harvey Renard added $345,000 a month. It was Saudi Arabia.
Harvey Renard.
Yeah, Harvey Renard. Medical can regard with the actual. So regard no so kofanwa prepare 100,000 to 120. Many be the message about her say anti World Cup sika also then akwan ne prayers so say
prayers for you. Yeah. Say why are they all saying sika sem? FIFA will give Ghana $1.5 million for qualifying, and many companies are raising over 20 million. Why are we saying Ghana cannot pay?
It is a question way. A question also with the man penning for any person. And no, for say we always want to walk into a luxurious room. Thinking say bet me but you quiet, ya dream say bet to be ho. Wa call Lamborghini office in Tico Sikana Ede. And she go to Sanetia.
Oberato.
And to will be says our question will be someone. Because ye fiti bob no, so 1951 when they started Bob last dance on Ebra Bepemis Abreya. Ya bedu satami. Isn't it even shocking? Meaning say kokoli say mobeba, but Allah, ubisa who say enya shocking say Ghana. Young coach Cambro 50,000 enya shocking.
Shocking.
Now catch me say any FIFA for seeking 2% chest enya minimum person me true. Na tell me say the politicians that are doing the politics and holding the money and that's someone omukuta person they are not ready to pay that amount of money because if you say auto parliament no or not as parliamentarian salary say I will bet you as a coach they are not ready to make that breaking bank any coach aba at this point enya maswakunedu mu asem at this point enya local coach bien qualify at this point local coach bien qualify
for Black Stars job for now
you try local coaches in at this point yanko back to criteria na no pay wo kan ma Yehova kodwi yanko back to the criteria you hear a proven coach what coach a World Cup because coach be only World Cup experience biano. It is more or less like gamble who take a risk. Who can far now far I'm far near Buffy near Sabbath Sadia ya change coaches ya change after Van Grant yen far coach biama successful da. And no credit ne be mukra boko siapia din. Many in Sakwesiapia, but Kwesiapia daddy no DJ. Ghana Blasters team no be saying na no. Onim say Kwesiapia time na starting your team na starting go yo. Kwesiapia ye good so ba identify individuals be dia maye. But onyama individuals ni wi na aka ye Kwesiapia be keka bom no. Kwesiapia ntumi keka bom. Wo ka have come akubina ye ko na je captain free eyin sem de ma dede no. Yeah. Okay, South Corner. Was she sending team about qualify Sevier? Why you be yeah, but what tournament? Yes, no, 2019. Egypt then. Why you be yeah, because Asempa see you because you a good team. Asamoah jump cry and Adrian Sanka. South Corner Bianca the last yeah. Na wako for captain see Asem. Now akwasi crowd bra between for some just pressure we. Because you appear. Oh, this one there. Oh, yeah, for Sikao. Sometimes if you're working for money, you don't fear insult. No, do attempt the energy, no do attempt. But me, I'm working for money. I'm getting value for money. I'm getting money. And then me what I say. Until you won't sweat him the day. Because at the end of the day, this is what I am tasked to come and do. Into Kwesiapia in the Juba no Babe, who didn't attempt dinner to Kwesiapia hotel with Sikumas. Who de osun ohun de osun yan so hu mehu na Kwesi Apia mpacho do kokofo David otu play David okaka Kwesi Apia ye coach no you will insult him, you will disagree with him, you will chastise him. By the end of the day Kwesi Apia is working for money. And if in the paymasters ni okay wo kase na you drink chair na wo kire Kwesi Apia ni bibia bi mo de be ma blasters abre because Kwesi Apia ewo I mean on highs and lows. Ono so woni sinto Kwesi Apia sinto ne se otumi hihye ade na wasa dwiri ade no Kwesi Apia sinto no ono atumi hihye na ono so san de wasa dwiri ade no nti Kwesi Apia de ye ntumi fo Kwesi Apia ma at this point e de se na Ghana fo nyina nura ye wasika no sabre no obi anko social media no nya social media campaign say Kofi Adams ni NDC time they should break the bank and get us a World Cup coach will World Cup. Even if we are paying $200,000 a month, they should break the bank. Niampa short-term coach or the eco World Cup or World Cup experience. Niamfa nimko World Cup no. Medibanwesi. Yan tu sikatu. And I want to sikatu dia. Argument ne say. Okay. Want to sikatu dia. Osa kwati committee bi ma yedo to ado besa habre ho. Ala. Oni sika okokokokokwa ex-girlfriends ya ni obo so life no ye dwe no ba yo didi watem no how we ya obekwa na wasa akosete wanya ne sadia wan hwe ni ya na se we afo ni bia na obefa oti ase because money answers questions. Money, it answers all questions. And I'm sure sir, if we are ready to spend, we should go in for somebody who proven track record when it comes to the World Cup. And at this juncture ya me no what say, especially in Africa, you can go in for Aliou Cisse the so no team coach you. Yeah. Intimate be Walid Regragui. Regragui say me the amount no 100 to 120 150. 100 to 120 150 at the whole time. Ya here ready yan kofa nembra. Apart from that, any coach be say local coaches ye good yan kekambom di Dramani mu nyina ye de omu nyina na call kata World Cup na se. And Kwesi Hute Kwesi Apia Otuado kwa good record wo World Cup che Kwesi Apia. Kwesi Apia kwa the World Cup coach we win game so we away. Sure. Group na dem no ye board draw back up and you lose too much. Na ya kwe hu nipa bi o. Ya hihye na ye kwa na ye hu nipa bi. Ye bi Kwesi Apia o kuma ba. Ya omu boni din social media and no commentary say buy. People were still calling for Kwesi Apia so mra. And American Kwesi Apia on the floors and Kwesi Apia floors and say Kwesi Apia you weak, decision making you poor. Otumi hihye na odua ade na wase no. The Kwesi Apia mo ye hear very tough coach or personality. Somebody with personality because ye nim say enoma be a kan homa coach Otuado abedu na nei onani tactically de enoma no ewo ho but ala ye nyina ye ditum say edu pe bi place no so ye o madwene say o say Otuado ye pam no ye boa ma ye pam no
players no so
yes also decide so say ye boa ma ye pam coach yes and then two officer captain or Jeffrey Jordan send the command could do so Jordan boju so
there be na ne bo be na so
san no mani na ye no ma asha players in so mo camp omo ekuokuo na ye do stage Austria match ye kobo match ye nim nya aka otoado se ya shafa no se ya ne den na wa drop Benjamin Asare na wa kofo obi abetum a ye nim se sam match no ye trap ya setting coach ne up see ye boss out 2 games in ye besi be je no Germany ampany empire bo match na no odi atizigi kotum no G5 was the game against Germany not a better or improved game than the Austria game no
yeah
na ede na mmom na yegina so dia sake no
ebi so kire se na opese ogu ben anima ase but yame amana mmam
ontumi ngu ben
Germany na den Germany for be shey
nti kwasi apia de ombesa nkomo we mu maso ekuna du ombesa nkomo
ken wa na ba nkomo we hwa na ba mu
na se nkomo de makacho me kai tie World Cup coach World Cup because you go World Cup
ene Morocco ni stand it up
ene me kanu send na ma kire wi nti ma chewa coach fan the salary kura ni sikasam ndi abai say at this point here Morocco coach no Morocco former coach no Walid Regragui stand tall in this race see yaya adwiri say best Spanish car Tom Surface kwa no on banko mo we mu on ko World Cup da Tom Surface on ko World Cup da on coach country bien for qualify for World Cup nti say coach qualify for World Cup na yentumi na yehuse ne noma ya ne moa ye team na gija tactics no direction no cohesion no understanding no unity na ye team ni nshada nye team ani hu a we should go in for coach or World Cup experience ala mama yen ko for coach 2-3 years
David
one lady Regragui ya for na coach 6 months ya for na coach 3 months on for yen ko bob World Cup no
emra
yeah, but
bibia koyi ade wo bia
but the reason bente de promote say we see embarrassment ahead and I'm boa
sure
yeah anticipate say ne wo ye ne sabre ye de ko World Cup anim gwasel me dey e be more and I'm boa into anybody that is coming no one key thing that we should take into consideration is the fact to say or making sure say we don't get embarrassment at the world stage but the question is are we ready to break the bank.
But I say yentie we mra ntoja kasa edifa kwasi apia ho se obeba ana se omano yentie
kwasi anya de obi abetimi akona nim nipa mi no plan na wo Ghana ebetimi amakwasi abaje Ghana jumaye his excellence president Amahama na otumfo sa nipa mi no ebetimi amakwasi apia abeso Ghana jumaye other than that nobody on this ebetimi amakwasi apia kase oba abaje blasters jumaye never kwasi nya he will never anya de kwasi be animguasi a sa administration we di go kwasi no ene kwan ya de ne fa so no o han ne be lead akona nim nobody so ni family ne kwasi with to send out. Inti la DSF obey Sajumano because you are respecting him for Buamano and we have coaches in Ghana here. Boy, and no idea high the boy so I say a form cartel. If you are not with them, you are out. And no idea but me they have the cartel. The beer one number and me never passes to beer and then was just Otuado and your book as you know.
Into on akwasi apia no na akwasi ni ebisa say adwuma ya kasa de ma akwasi amanfo na ebobo akwasi din o say ala but Renard has been sacked this very morning no message mensa kan we so every Ronaldo Kwame / or say good morning El Chamano. So it's Kaninja trying to say because we don't have money we should call anyone to coach the Black Stars. I thought he said whether we like it or not Otto will take us to the World Cup but what happened? We will get a good coach. He should take a chill pill. No, Ronaldo Kwame / there or they Eba and Opoy or say I totally agree with Abdul Salam. We need at least 5 local players in the Blaster squad. Good morning to Mr. Baba Osman, President of Sankara National Football Club, and in Yendi and Director of Finance National Youth Authority. And no, Nko Joseph Dia. And also Eba Shata say good morning Alatula. Listening to you live. I'll say let's assemble our best of coaches in the country to lead the Black Stars for the World Cup. I know shirt there or the by Nana Kwame Benz will say, Allah, you see the hypocrisy of those we put in certain position. Instead of him to apologize by telling us they have caused the nation by not going according to the criteria they put on board. Look at what he is talking about. Jesus Christ. I know Nana Kwame there. And also Emma Mensa Ekaya Prigu Chakapama, as I'm listening to you live. Coach Walid Regrago will not be bad. And no Prigu dia and also Eddie Eba on board. And no Uguso monitor the Ultimate Sports Morning Show and Anopay and Tibebia will be our messages no Ebanka Krakra Yebi everywhere Eddie Amau. I'll say shelter say we have quality coaches here. Let's appoint them. More fire. Shelter the outside. Edeba. I don't know. GFA and the ministry must be investigated. Prince JDR. And also Edeba on YouTube. I don't know. Abdul Salam Yakubu always make good submission. He knows football. I know Tom of Osusu de out there. Eba. My message is nibi wa na mo reminti. Eba sa dia. Me de obete. Ghana needs a good and strong. Nabi. Where the men call home cry. Say Alatu. Why have Asempa FM Sports producers and managers stop and the show on Facebook? I know they are paying for share and by YouTube. I know what Eddie am I YouTube. It's not all about money. Coach Milo was not one, but he performed. I know Tom there and also Eddie Ebeka and no Eddie local coach is better than Otto Addo and also another message at Tom Eddie Ebai. Thank you for reading my messages. I appreciate you. Time at King Kanija and Alatula and also the Asempa is alive. We also say Ghana needs Liverpool former coach Jurgen Klopp. I know another message about Anthony Apple. What are you saying? What you saying is not contributing factor to our loss. You can't compare local players today not to the late local players. In the local players in the also the Emfa or say Tetidiano now Omoya Kukudam local players and also a message buy. Mr. Must buy as a buy and pay later. Must buy the Fala Friday so Abba. You started last week Friday and Timomodin so be rap must buy now the OPBano only more edins I was so down sa itimi account turn now you pay later policy no egusua cost come with 50% interest discount and I must buy for Eddie Abba and you room our Chimota shop no ho showroom ho bibia be koso Eddie Amau baby I will be on sell Techno Itel Philips Infinix LG and Samsung product bia na I must buy for showroom no they will turn out what you an kakra actually am bibia akoso ntisha no so do ho bajim na bibia akoyi Fala Friday to Friday bia no ura Fala bibia ekoso kama from must buy baby I want for number no na only must buy for enkasa de ope bia no from one ye be fa no edins so 0544 019 552 0544 019 552 and 059 40 91122 059 4091122 must buy for ebejina edins so Mr. say anopai utie me na wahye no say Easter na nyame ya admo china ne yeruam enti say ope washing machine and now say open home theater product be a free Samsung free TCL and the account be for Nichium Electroland showroom be Electroland shop be a co now could product open say open microwave and also no Electroland for eton be a bibia editor na kwamu open washing machine ebeboa no wetimi asi uni omano open burner horse from 4 up to 6 burner gas cooker ni nano Electroland for eton be enti anopo say uti and I to say one new man they are very very affordable electronics near ton Electroland into Easter what were the only Electroland for entry como 050 315 9739 050 315 9739 yabejo so kama pa Mr. ye kope your kitchen sink and WC sanso and water heaters and water taps ni nano ye kope bidia na baby ye benya bino imaros na ye benya bi amaya sum ajo Mr. Imaros ewo Kumase omo esan ewo Nkraha Kumase adjacent Patasi Police Depot Kumase adjacent Patasi Police Depot ena Nkraha nso no mo ewo adjacent Kantanka Automobile Showroom no eho na behu eye Imaros for na wako akwajo kitchen sink wakwajo WC wakwajo water heater ne water taps ni na no ye ton bi eho ye nationwide delivery enti channel so one Imaros for edin koma 055965068 055965068 Imaros for ebejo so enti channel so ema me say ho nso no ye didwa ama bibia akoso me so Kompu Ghana so e de Easter sales no eguso a ekoso Kompu Ghana Easter no ye be chewade Easter raffle no eno nso ebeto dwa enti uko Kompu Ghana na ope Samsung TCL ope LG ope Tecno Infinix Itel any product ahoro ni bia auto ewo ho a unya 40% discount na urua Kompu Ghana Easter na auto ade esombo 1000 Ghana ekwa na waje coupon no oji a ye be raffle ni raffle no na otudi a o we ne television o we ne laptop o we ne mobile phones ni ade nyina enti Kompu Ghana ntentankese no so no obetimi a visit omo ewo Kompu betimi akomo showroom bia ana online na ntentankese no at kompugana.com at kompugana.com numbers no 0302752020 0302752020 WhatsApp 0243143143 0243143143 Kompu Ghana for so ebejo so Kings Air Appliances and so babia Easter room no mamonso amanioma aba fompa edi amao enti Easter Kings Air Appliances for say enka encho say appliances bia wo pe ho no say flat screen television deep freezers and raw air condition washing machine home kitchen and office appliances bia no Kings Air for etombi enti say Nasco product Samsung product ni na no okwa bibia edida na kwamu a eno nso no ye de ho nsem etimi asomo anopai Kings Air for nso no urem ewo pokwase a Kings Air for atwemuti ewo ho ene shops ahoro ni bia no Kings Air for ewo mmea ebetimi aboa na na etimi edidwa one Kings Air for ekasa ewo 0355776050 0355776050 Kings Air for ebejo so ama onso no wasum etimi ajo pa ana 0200421004 0200421004 na Kings Air for enso ajo so obetimi agrapo a brand new television set from Kings Air Easter na bibia akoso yepa edi amount 699 Ghana cedi TV a ukita sika sombo 699 Ghana cedi a ubetimi anya television set brand new pa na onso no wato Kings Air Appliances for shop enti share no so enso ema me na bibia enkoso yie pa yenko ahoma no so na yenje Ghana for so adwenche kakra wi a na ye try ho ede aboafo craft no so aba. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Coach Abraham Kansani.
Yes, so number one coach in here.
Coach, you.
Allah, mon coach no mo juma pa mo ye, me bomba baso pa. Allah, I'm just time message bi. Ani panic e can say, already say first local players, na nyen the local players. I agree with him. First, House of Folk modern ball national team kwa yamfa has ambo national team. Some point in time Kotoko. Na you too good so between your mobile national team. And then you the House of Folk Ekoko ball national team obeti opega. Put the Kotoko Ekobon Ekujemu national team obeti opega. And local players of today na was some pejo mumeso. And the eka one semino aye critical. To me, Allah, to me, say Walidi, yefa Walid. Na yenya eka hwa ebia Ibrahim Tankobi and a local coach bi say Karim Zitobi eka na understand steady Walid na ebeboa. And whoever is coming, if he say yenya two local coaches, a assistant mom, ebetumi aye John Pentel kra whoever. Na understand ebeboa. But ye top notch coach. Sense wabom na echira udo what up icon wabom na echira udo o the quality coach kwa ube kofa coach bi keke e the conswa 3 matches na okobon wa ba ufie me da si bebre
coach me da say hello good morning 03022165545 030 hello good morning
Allah
Pacho body ni enti o.
Pacho lawyer ni.
Lawyer pacho enti o.
Ono ncha na ncha wa chief, ono nchi mo den komasungu, ono komisun. Ala ti ye best Ghana company for the baby adu ye. Ye ye ofo edi kan no. Ye mu bi ye blay pa, ye blay wo to ado. Ansa na obeti ya pam no. Ya pam na na no nche ye ye eduma. Nche ye kofa coach and nche so ti so to ado. You o se fa di obro ne so. Ko Nicolas omo no champion bo ni. O se anyi ni na yesu bae. Obi ehu se to ado wasan ni ye pam no. Ti ya pam na me skedi abubu bodi ze $100,000 money ado no. Mo Ghana so. Ya ti koko akua fo chitafo. Mo ehu de eme ye. Koko akua fo omoni abrepa. Jombe tiambu ya fa coach ya ichan kabe $200,000 kwa ma beto me yam kaka. Na o ti koko akua fo chan so na san go fa coach $200,000 ba. Na wo ye fi de beto mo ya ble hu pa o jabo. Na situ e dey ya ble and ya pam no dia. Mo yam fe coach papa. Cause World Cup mi ka wo obia nze World Cup ka wo. Eju bo kana wa coach papa. Ngo fe coach papa no mi na dia. Omo local coach bena obeti coach Black Star dia ko World Cup ne. Local coach is always obia no obeti dia ko World Cup. Omo guys answer na omo nkan no obeti ko coach papa. Omo go coach papa ni ewu eduma ye mpaso o neza to adu grant be ewu no tia obeti ni am ni eduma bye.
Berase 03022165545. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Alatula.
Emotional, Bibi Aboko there. Okay, Kweku, yentio.
Yeah, Manti, and Kofun is about the Koku listen, Baba. I only say, many sports more two for me, friends, 2 for me, friends, a cuckoo down for a computer and some of the true, near you.
Wabre,
and yes, Coco here, or the only. Wabna your boy. Almost 15-20 years ago, actually, I didn't know some kind.
It's you.
Or said the GFA is an institution infested with slothful opportunists whose sole aim is mastering with scandalism. Come now, one trust again. Who say, meet my catcher say, a friend said the former GFA term of Kwesinya Ntechi's time is better than what we are experiencing now.
Wow.
Are you? Oh yes. What are you talking about? No matter how you see it, it's better than because a lot are shrouded in secrecy under this particular administration. A lot. When you say Tama a friend said, "Bita man see you, a body this or a member of the SAR committee." Who is going to be Katamango? Okay.
Sure.
Go baby. I don't know if it's okay with you. Who say? I didn't feel it. People are descending on him more than any other person out here. Eh?
Sir?
Yeah. Oh, I don't hear. And come over there. Or no, as a person and Kasano. Who say? There were sports politicians who were gone out. At this is a warm hopa. Cultural Diamond is one of those people. Tell him. Before he make contributions, somebody else says, there might be billions. A lot of people didn't even know that he was part of the committee. Look, my former John to recently, I'm telling you. Yes, because name down you know me for to $50,000 and you're not going to read it. Because that's kind of situation. Hello.
Switch to others then.
Oh, I think my God. Anyway.
That's not no Dortmund.
Oh, say.
So no Dortmund.
Oh, Dortmund. That's what. That's coach of Dortmund.
That's any my comment no. Anna.
What's in my way?
Yeah, my comment no.
The pedigree of Milo Van Rijswijk is higher than that of your friend saying, with what I remember.
Sure. Our experience.
To the World Cup. And as our local coaches in Sanamana can quickly appear forget he cannot do the job. The blaster don't to me here. Is he not part of the IMG of Kotoko? Have they not failed? They have failed woefully. Quickly appear board champ who do semi-finals. Which man recommended 2 players for Kotoko of the entire tournament. But he's part of the Kotoko board. And I remember.
It's you.
Yes. And on the other side of it, can I say, your friend is saying, Kusapia that you see, I'm telling you, who Kusapia board coach? When you board coach, and can I see, you can, friends, Marcel Knodo, he can only be an assistant coach. Last time team when bit my control. If you don't have a friend say the muzzle, the size, and as Ali Wadrago Namukan, why should Ghana go for Moroccan to come a account? That one they should throw it away. And you need big game players on national team. Hello.
Say the antisa first, no.
That Ghana for the way I say the Asamoah squad, Asamoah squad. Asamoah maybe Gina share or Jerry to qualify Ghana for next round, and that in the only sample. A friend say we how do you call it? Oh no, there are some a friend say I will tell my puya chain. A friend is saying we how do you call it? Some striker friend say oh Semenyo. Oh David, no big game play. So say Kudus level. Higher than you can't be able to team a bet your ball. Kudus is higher than your friend. As I'm just only. It's higher than your friend.
Semenyo,
yeah, Kudus is higher than Semenyo. Or Semenyo. It's Ghana. The problem is that we don't have big game players now. And locally, you know, so a new 500. We only say team here with 30 players now multiply by it will be 540. It's when you outfield player back. Who Chalomo Ghana league animals? I'm not league animals. So they said, baby, I was saying it deserve SA. And I'm saying the last time I got a ball good state of the Champions League was 2006. The last time Hearts ball good state was also in the Champions League. It's no way, baby, I want to say. I say, Kotoko cannot buy a player for $30,000 like the local scene. Hearts cannot buy a player. Hearts got me the players got 3 months. Good morning.
Emotional. Koko listen with us. Good morning.
Dennis Asamoah.
Maswell Agege.
Asamoah.
Apomboko there.
I don't know if I want to. You go switch it from. You will be a chance to take a man about you with you. Matthew Council to maintain it. Yamiadum Yahoya.
252.
Some way we studio here.
Oh, Yamiadum Yahoya.
When you share multimedia phone in and okay, maybe I'm a boss. Sabato Ababe Tuegum, Abdul Salam Yakubu. Mamichiano. Namichia since late Namichana for Michuvia. Mamichana no do Safo, Esco member, executive committee. Alatula. One me prayer take Casano. Okay, BB. Name me depa. Alatula. Senior national team head coach, Otuado. Nemfe Ankasa Enyo. No asa kofa assistant coaches almost Mumfini. Eba ko si say. Alatula, eba ko si say.
Asa o de Ghana for Ghana so ana.
Oh, na say that go bi na niedi. One me bra kodwa de me nsakasai. Me ko qualification bi na me de me na me ye enkofo na na ka ho say ma onko committee no so na me de na me ka ho bi. Because obeka yen ka no kra fanche ye ho say kama na committee no kra ba be form kwa na Otuado di wa bonten dida say F4 no e pe Otuado wudi sa
yetete
yes wa bonten dida it me committee there what me say we are to influence committee you to lobby committee ala to say we say committee you to lobby
maso etio
ade a wo pe no say me and I may party away, and I may my former committee, Massa, met to me a committee for the Duma, me to me, Macasa, Nania may pen to me, Obama. Obian him say, as a president, no Otuado. And idea, and your corner, and you're clear. You're qualified and your crown manso interview. What is them okay? Ghana for credit high, Ghana for credit, Otuado idea, qualified one idea, call a couple. Who did they want to get now? So he doesn't get in. And then you panel, I said, I don't know what I want to know. You will be a while. Not your perception to other natural or the call with Tapono. Because from day one, you move to one year, can be a journey, and I said, not to end this. I would say, so the coach is senior national team coach, you know. That's what the coach is senior national team. Your team, no. Not to end this. They will back. And I mean, here, from day one, we're different Otuado. Not at the studio. Liverpool coach or Liverpool cannot criticize Liverpool coach, Liverpool coach no nyade no wasa. But Otuado dey also Otuado there. Oye Otuado there. Oye. Liverpool coach no to use ball on there wasa no Otuado dey only one side. Otuado coach or coach papa. And you want send an according to Otuado. From the one ya cut Otuado and you do betu aboye. Alatula. And you no cross change for Okofa coach. I don't want $200,000 over to watch the World Cup. Over to walk on your coach or 100,000 or 80,000. Over to or you know, you may so over to watch the Cup. and yet it's actually over trended. Now, country a high coaches are almost market, but only for money can patch on the one.
Sir.
And then again, the teacher, you will see car, you see the car, you go for top coach. I bet to make Chelsea, you bet to make Chelsea, you go for coach, you Chelsea, and I tell you what you wake up now. What do you man to passing? Now the game, you know, not for coach or Fata Ghana or bet to my boy. And Alatula, ya power to Ado, you see a coach here, or bet to be a World Cup now. Who is here? We World Cup, so Africa Cup or Messi qualifies in this war. Alatula, sir. Media coming, boss. You trust in your pretty coach. Young pretty coach. No, the World Cup number or to also the Africa Cup of Nation qualifiers. No, young coach, the SNC coach, the FA World Cup nearby. Hassan Yababa, the fast coach, no, the ball qualifiers. No, pretty head coach direct. Only 3 years, 4 years contract. That's what the World Cup people. Or yeah, preparation now at the about the room, every team many years at the about the room at the body. Africa Cup of Nation qualifiers not qualify. I said, After and he said, young coach in World Cup, nearby a suburb of coach for the Africa Cup of Nation qualifiers. That's the Jumana you penny for Nakata. The 2 in Nagata, only who so. A Jumana so. Maybe the Zobia Junior, maybe the Blue can see the money as president. I will blast that honor. Maybe the money as president can see it. A total on the boy, no on disable by Kuba coach of the coach, your next senior next team. Because do you know to me again or to every minute assistant coach? Yako Afco, Cameroon, or to catch and say on to me Afco, or Dortmund, because Dortmund league matches air course into all coach Ayako. You prefer to add the ball idea, home and away, draw. You're so to add a qualified. And you home and away, now you need a boy, and you draw, you're Kennedy Junior. And you're qualified World Cup. You're category say. Now, I found myself for the source of coaches in the national team coach. Now, what would you eat if why there? If I say, I would say it is what you qualify. Oh, I check them. I want to qualify. Say, I Congo qualify. And then I Congo qualify. Congo qualify. Congo qualify. So, who do you qualify? Or the qualify, what the qualify, something my Canada. Or the one qualified, or class more analysis say, coach, you know, the patrol, or Twado. I follow the unqualified World Cup qualifiers. No. Who said I'm a boy? Now, one a boy. World Cup qualifiers, I know Twado quite a boy. Keep the one I police or no boy, about one. The patrol, one a boy. Boss, about 2 and one and a boy. I'm so about 2 say. Check it. And one. Check it. Never find a credit, mano. Oh, Orlando, what qualify? Qualify. Now, Panama, your ball Africa Cup of Nation qualification says, or the array, and I know the Monka. Or the array, and I know the Monka. One for array. One for array. Come to Sanya group stage, you know. No, I want to put another one match in the crew. I'm going to know away. What's the money just for the show across for stadium? I know the outcast, you have a credit in my South now. What is outside coach? Not the extra contract we say. Also qualify for Africa Cup of Nation qualifiers. Not to qualify, then you have to find permanent. Because World Cup on the matter, World Cup is the next coach, and your man air confano. Need to be on my matter, and you have the second chance to qualify for World Cup. The Africa Cup of Nation, you want to qualify. Program now, ready your Asempa 94.7. But I say, Maswell, hello, good morning.
Hey, I've been watching a blank one day.
Hello?
Yes.
Yanko pa do ko nanzo.
Alatula.
Bra.
We pa you from Razaki at the Ghana. Do don't have family experience man. Rather minimum to term no untimin kan.
David.
I've been watching a brand watcher. In a watcher, a young in Casabeno no.
Zimakasa.
Hey. Yes, old cousin, man. Yes, that's a dear you. To come up and say, come on, a pet to go. You come, yes, your French, you. Yeah, you will be.
What's it there? What's in French? No, can I say?
Oh, come on, a pet to do quoi?
Come on, a pet to do quoi?
Take it from him.
Just say,
take it from him, you're good, man.
You're good,
Edu baby a no di ya senior agro on the enfe nyamisha mo Asempa obaduma ma me fan chia kese ya emu wode ma nyankasa me bra panyin Charles Oseti bi balesa nyankopon chia ne baby owudi a no chia nyanka papa owura odu safo papa we die sports college
oche osasi be de
you rade balesa ana balesa
yeko
ule kachira me mu be sama me bra panyin me chia ne bi wu
the barrister
anya
the barrister
sen one of my no aso me the balesa
yeko
na me chia me papa one man support me say plan wache in fact or one so boy juma Ghana supporters waye bi pa in fact so ye bincha Ghana supporters in na gansu titu gansu a mo tesa no o mo ye juma pa na me nua me come ni mo ya papa ya o mo ti tamu ambose bi bewu Ghana ha no mo ti committee no eko de me refi ni eko smith me boa
eko asma
me fa so say o mo ti committee bi so mo nya hwehwe mo sa no bewu ye no so o mo to call eko ma ministers na ministers so mo sanka papa na ba bon say minister boa na me boa
yeah
na ka say minister boa na o mo do report abada dada
ka so mo do report
say o bronya dwen o su bronya dwen wo di tim eko smith papa me bona ba eko asma me bona ba so pa say ya ti committee say mo pe coach maye yan ka say data bank papa yi o last me no wo ye enya be say wo no ko page mo data bank ya one e be fa me say me ye je no to so me ka no kore e be say wo ko school akwa chiri ha ma wo di die ni ti na wo ti Asempa so wo su program na me boa na data bank pay ni ya tu su coach it say pay ni o ma no ye fe president so ana na mo ma out mechanic cross coach na ya tu su ma e fe for no enye no mo di ba eye e question o ye bi e ti ya committee na team wo say mo me coach no na mo try say coach wo na say ya no Ghana na woni mi say world cup na akoro say ya coach papa na ekọ ani ma sika e betimi anya na betimi e coach ni ka woni ana me boa coach na say opa ya for top no coach sika si ye tibi ko sere fana ye tibi du fana sika e benya no ye betimi e coach ni ka na de take no transfer akofo coach we am Ghana say after president obaye 5 years ni o pam coach 5 na Ghana sika ni e I bonus yamo na we se bi o ade o nya se be ne wo ya fa say ya president na coach se o dey ban na ko si apia de no ye yo na say oh I'm from the prayer and call work up and I'm from the prayer and go Africa it's me buy my promo question apia and no promo question apia who go from number na sister na onu sister ko no e ko si apia de buy ti me pan ja na me tiaso da ko me say that ko Nyankopon be ba no me bi se Nyankopon say rather that ko for bi say no mu ni say deserve so me ba heaven if that enter open head coach apia no ko for coach me woni assistant coach na sika ko no and ya body ba ye ni ko se bu mo se bu bukan masa ni me do Ghana say you three I go for Ghana
Razak Bedase yemfa frefo nisia Razak Bedase yemfa frefo nisia na yenda ho emra but mame emfa birthday we entwem special happy birthday enko emfa ma inspector Kwadwo Boache Inspector Kwadwo Boache Pierre Edema Ghana Police ewo bono Inspector Kwadwo Boache special happy birthday enko emfa ma another one so every nanaya ewo Dome Pillar 2 Edema from nanaya Dome Pillar 2 any the entire Nyante family ni na every share ma Faustina Nyante our Akosumbo formerly of ATL and your birthday anti ma Faustina Nyante also your ma special happy birthday Nyankopon show na onyo kese na de wo ye bia so enye ensura last one eko e de ma mommy so e wo taifa baby ya mommy so wo bia no ya ma awuda di pa se de ne udi wa awuda tweda mpon show na onyo kese na bibia so enye fan emfa ma yenko na ye na ye ho yento nkramra yɛba pɛ na yɛde amano ne nsɛm no ɛbrɛw na wahu sɛ de nneɔma ɛsi ɛteɛ nti kɔ so a na wafidie no ɛnda Asempa 94.7 yɛwuram ɛwɔ da bɔn krataa no napɔ so ɛsan de dadwen ɛdidi nkɔmmɔ a ɛka ho bia nso ɛsan ɛde bɛsom Ghanafoɔ nso asan akyerɛ ɔmadwen ɛwɔ deɛ yɛde ɛto dwa ne nyinaa ɛho nti yɛkɔ yɛba yɛde deɛ aka ɛbɛtoa so ama nti kɔ so a na afidie no ɛnda Asempa 94.7
Nana, good news to Frobia Midi Free Seahorse Abano. A coye, and my drama phone and the transport operators. Seahorse, what you say, and you want to flit it. Wouldn't Sagana, a Omaya, and we are a truth in Shobu Kamwa and China, who went through Honsua, Wabawinchi, as an engine Amosua, overheating, ever go anymore. Mo and Winton were this Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant, Abedaswono, Seahorse Engine Care Program, and the Coolant Technology Company Bia, a Wateki, and Nakabomo a produce high quality coolant additives. Adibe protect your vehicles and equipment from overheating, rust, corrosion, and engine damage. Set by a car, a bit much hamayin. And our summer year fast, a copper Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant TBC here. Nabo radiator, water pump ni engine hoban, European, Japanese, and Korean cars in Our Grace 50-50 ready to use coolant and 3367 ready to use coolant.
A Maure free 1090 and a fe rust free coolant no.
Auto coolant ya. Check it type wa. Wakanu e use you. Say ye O80, HO80, LP080, and na SI080. Nina so Seahorse e will be from 0244 577 559 and 0544 133 169. Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant.
The right additive makes the
Big Easter sales cost say ya will compute Ghana. A free neya kopim 12th of April no. Brabeto niema fi wiase brand akesiye bi to say Samsung, LG, TCL, HP, Lenovo, Techno, Infinix, Itel, Huawei, and brands ekuku dam nyina. Nenya discount ekosi 40%. Sa iste compute Ghana ma wo discounter. Ebro adwene ne ntiasie so. Se woto ade 3000 cedis kwa. Wunya akwenya raffle draw ni mu. Fa ho kwan edi achede akesiye bi to say 98-inch smart TV, laptop, mobile phones, and then Nyama P. For CompuGhana showroom via Seseya, and now Toya Nyama wa online www.compugana.com. It's the idea, and your CompuGhana neko. Freyen 0302-752020, and now WhatsApp in 0243-143-143. Sa ope hun sembisa. Sankratwe, NLA, and Caritas platform on Sasha se.
I'm feeling so good in the new day. It's our 25th anniversary, hooray! Powerhouse roll on, you go group, what do you say? 25 years and still rolling, hooray! So we'll be in our dance as drive our powerhouse. And one of you use trot drive and the bitty powerhouse. And one of you use police, nurses and doctor powerhouse. And one of you use the market women and the farmers, farmer powerhouse. And one of you use hooray! Powerhouse is 25 years and still rolling. Try out our exciting new Gold Rush variants today. Powerhouse, strong all day. Keep out of the reach of children. This advert is FDA.
Syntax Tango! Syntax, fair strong. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Syntax, fair strong. Oh, gonna shout sing the song. When the sun they hot, Syntax no break when the rain they fall. Still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start. Syntax
electrical appliance bang na wo pato. Say your mobile phones with say Nokia, Samsung, Infinix, any phones ahodo nyina. Smart TVs, air conditioners, chest freezer, double decker, tabletop fridges, and a washing machine, microwaves, blenders, CCTV camera. Any call Franco electrical appliances. A durable and very energy efficient. What sounds what it bonus so. Bura branch beer benwo. Nekwaji electrical appliances. Eye papa nani buofu. Every Franco. Anafre 0246 422 338 and a 0555 939311 and a www.francotrading.com. Now to add your online. Ubet me app up to 40% discount. Electrical appliances papa ifi. Eye bakope. Eye Franco.
Onia na woni mnienti a ende adanhihye nyina brasie ene se kane ne na electrical cables omode wire no ene na endi mwaye enso ndey die Sun Cable Electrical Sadarumenti ahonto aba esenti sisia die building contractors ne electricians nyina use Sun Cable Electricals esense ene na di mu ankasa Sun Cable Electricals ye wo PVC pipes electrical cables switch ene socket ani nyina no ye na Ghana here ye wo qualified engineers a omode modern technology na edi won dwumedie nyina omunya butreje ni ye mani suiti ye bibre mo hanom weather condition ye won ka ne sahodwo any size bia bi na kai se sisia wo Ghana ha de so wo be ye wiring papa dia na ye Sun Cable Electrical Cables it is wo PVC pipes electrical cables switch and socket free number na dudu bia openo ye benya dia ma 0530 774 774 se Sun Cable nya bedru site wa onua tomoda wate na we be the blog Sun Cable Ghana Standard Authority Anjia to Muse yeah.
1xBet odds doso na wudi so a yetua sika no tentem ene de bia gudi ahodo bi ko 1xbet.com.gh website and app so use promo code GHDRAM never 300% welcome bonus ekopem 5,500 Ghana cedis gambling when you true inti twa no wahwe yemu enye ma wona won di mfie du nwotwe gaming commission agin krato yatum.
Appliances Easter promotion na do subiomo. Munim ya tata. The bronya any Easter bia wo bibia wo backing appliances. E be tade wo your showroom e wo Ghana ha bia. Wo tade na no wajira age wa chede for just 699 Ghana cedis. Le bora kense showroom bia. Le to TV e mno chia. Tanya kensa e hefa e na wo benya no. Easter ye e be ye dede. Appliances ya titu say ya send your buyer will bet me ato a demo office and a kitchen a dear beer. It is a flat screen TV, deep freezers, air conditioners, washing machines, and many more. You will brand with the set, hell, media, Samsung, Nasco, and many more. A dear beer what on the Kingston, your mom 1 year warranty, anti modinated to make a better dear. Let you watch it, dear Kayo, the Kingston appliances, Yendija, it was social media platform, the so Freya, and was 0555 776 050. And that's it, 020042.
Alright, I was for na yedi any actually wa ne edi amano ne nsem no aba na wotwe aba pon simano makomako edu mienu Asempa 94.7 FM na utie no prayers or say Karinja I agree with you Kwesi Apia is weak Nana Kweju Ousun so say we need Fernando Sanchez Tata Martino and Titi and also Kweju Nana Kweju Ousu ede eba say your target pa Bizo so say no coach guarantees as the World Cup. Let's give local coaches to gain experience rather than giving it to the foreigners. And also by Ernest Among Kwanzo say Kwesi Apia shouldn't be given the job because he can't control our senior players. We saw what transpired in Brazil 2014. Nana Kwesi so good morning. I'm watching you live from South Africa, Pretoria. Update from Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko. Sister also say Chris Hilton played Madagascar and Comoros. He won 1 and lost 1. And also Kakra. Abetoja live on YouTube. Asempa 94.7. The foreign minister Atenase Dada and Yabeko na Yakofa amanone ensem nyina edi aba abeson. But answer no yebetie we abayeba na yeko amanone.
I'm the best in the world. I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything.
Nana, good morning.
We are there.
Now, upon Boko, dear.
I do be a fine second, but I would with JD Mofus and a better body. And I said, they are catch us and your merit, mess, and your class, a Christ, and your government policy, a God's promise, and university degree, a God's decree. And it's a review team commune. And Uncle Pan said, and then the 1st of April, a new month, of course. And so, you will be a happy new month. April Fool, January, careful, and I hear no Biama was one shit. I have a casting Biama. And I bet that story. Me posted video on my Facebook. Say, I bet that story. Or channel I can say, oh, Utad Radiana cry April Fool. Come in,
oh, see April.
And see, there be a person Bishimuha. Send a name about Hanama, ya, Fibidu, Boberto, we whoa, ya boy, and Utado and Cobiona. Delicate he party. How it to go? We are all in waiting. Then my ready the Keto president. I can say, in a week or two we will have a new coach.
Yeah,
until we are hoping for the best. I mean, some coach will be to me actually say we got a few months. 2 months so to say. No, and we the coach or then wait the next from. I get the best out of my players, no. And yeah, the style of my players be feeling say my to team nafa. They play anyhow and go in and boom, I say inform as and nothing that Austria game no na pass maybe more bob on the I mean maybe I'm from I mean what is it? I've watched other friendly games the likes of Nigeria, the likes of Ivory Coast, but it was a friendly normal born. I know what thing. Yeah. And they bring on their body and baby I mean no the position be am fan position now born obi to me no. Ono obi to me mama to afa. But then competition for places you are going to the World Cup na one year one be you try and be for ball. Well, that is how come a whole Samekufo will make a mistake, and then one no, the World Cup was over. Yeah, maybe we better argue say, yeah, like I say, man, another opportunity, but no, do you know? Also, then look at the person that do you at the beginning. You see that thing? Yes, I say, how many Dramani can play? Dramani go and play. Dramani Beijing what against USA. Yeah, that sort of confidence and all. No, yeah, coach what my players no. Yeah, player or Bob no good up and you don't the mood the pen or yeah or Parkers so sir. I say be am fan. Be am fan on say as a team Yama the amount. Obi antime money chems. The amount take for be. Masa, we say similar the first in the camino. Also much to enter bus ni mo. So nya no on beso hu nanim. Hwe, ni for kasa. That be obeka chose even if you actually Masa. It had to take a lot for him to work with him. What do I say? Those uniform to them nice form. Yeah, masa. Yeah, your World Cup. We say argument be brother baza and the graph friend konkoje. And to me uncle coach be am fa ba man. Go beyond the World Cup. Oh, it was the entire the likes of Morocco no am come where they know. The plan to race side they will yes, we good. And don't World Cup, but you won't at least qualified group no why be a quarter final be there. But then after the World Cup, there are other tournament to go. There's enough con to play near the young coach with my son name and my mission. Oh, World Cup was young Pamano, near Pamano, young for before easy. You break what I think that one for one touch for one touch. There be an idea, and I'm for prepare Cobo, not the idea. Yeah, we are bumpire. Areas kura yankopon ansanye o ti ase nko go si dan sabe dan fun mane go bungu ni paso nko bon pass yankopon mo go e kwan ne nye o ye rofa bi wu bewu ti ase yankopon ansa press di bi ho dada na wasan kwan ne nye dada o san de yankopon hwe o na ka no kan say won fe nkodu say bogotamu a na say bopoto mu a e mata ne mpa na fe ko o ha yankopon. Oh, I mean, I mindset no necessary. Nipa e we say about say dan ne bui. You be kan wiki nyina. E be do next week people fraba. But next week ni akoko aba. Yeah, can business forum asem. Ni atu ya to atwene. It is normal. Nso beto e be yiri. You be kan asem 2 weeks. Yeah, ya ni akoko asem foforo. Unim ko na wo no. Ghana. Nana. Nkweni na mfa because of asem na wo kana wo hwewachi nti bi kan yi. So as the president aka. So as the president aka. Because the president no nya na chi no hwe. O say BGBTQ no nya won na dwen ozio. There are other important things as well. That's odwen won. Nya BGBTQ right. Because so nya aka sa na be ka no. Enye easy o de ko kan. Enye easy nana. Well who said obeti aka na the assembly. Enye easy me sister ne gafo no we no say master. Bokere for so me mpe. O ye nya ha ne ye be nya ha. Kokabi oza shobi enu mo koye rough jejeje waso be hye pa ne ade ade a no ne ho de ho a yeah say we wa fo kira ko to banku a mfa ho kra o
I know. Go the home. What's that? What happened, Ebano? What happened, Ebano? You're rough, never no period. One couple, I say, well, show some points here with the money, and one where you can't. No, the same points. The same points. And the same points. The same points. Go on, find chamber. I do. And that first period, and here can't ever quote Timon train. Quarter for 1 year bebo a games no. But a bombing, Jemu bombing, Jemu point, no, I don't need a call by Jemu. Slash on the wife, Bebantino. Slash wife to the team. So, Jim, obey him. Jim, Abba. Seriously. Talantula la. Your parent, easy, a Jumadio or Juma, Timon slash yet, my bed man or Pano, Tonquanon. That's what our phone is. Right, I'll let you go anyway. Minya Munamba Beka, or leading, have you now? And some Ronafi, now already according to Bias, Mako, and I will Quanqua, Yanka lie, Munia, Mumbu, and Vomco. You lie, you know, so lie, or fair. CK. Nearly, I take another account. We were never cutting that, they back quiet, just out on the man obey. Ono kwa tinchen a oba out ni asare dan mu a that time na ya no mutiti o mu who's asare di mu che no that didn't go into o de chef adi o ye brutal wow so to me identify asare etikroma ya identify no ono kwa aseke e ya de mu a no ka say yo asare no so gididi o na ka say bini na de computer ya say na ko ma habib mo bobi o ba bob ya hwe kufuo ay mistake no local coach nye board enyi kufuo nsna kufuo Monique kufuo no jina na so ma kufuo no enyi no no fashion Eliasu Habib ensi emfa oni sa akoko want me the boss no ho nyina want me awatu Italy for another year amfa o areho Italy so masam ya pa areho Italy masam ya pa masam na ye kana masam ya pa o Gattuso ne the backroom staff from the foreign players above from ne yabo national anthem behwe the almost china touch line ho chese national anthem mo to tie mo kuku emfa say anya bia ko mo de film wuram na amfa o amfa ayakwa o TikTok o emfa o hai enye de emfa so be ya ade me ni wonyasam so be ya ade wonyasam ha okopia Bonucci ho sanso ana the likes of Bazagli mi na bakro before mu nyina ka ho so still amfa enye national anthem to Bosnia for chira mo say yes ano den kikiri pa ken say go re dey so amfa red card ne so hadwen red card no e hadwen pa so 2018 2022 2026 imagine say Ghana Italy no powerhouse the first former World Cup winners here. Oman miss 3 straight editions of the tournament. And that is serious. For a 10 consecutive season, Oman to me and money at the other. General Gattuso was on one modern boys and boy and anyone 10 against 11. Boy, the boys now bored. And I said it is not the time to talk about his future. Munya future seven near him. Gennaro was a Munya future some near the idea. 2006 they were champions. In 2010 group stage near Yomo. 2014 group stage 20 it's after so much year no decline it is a serious decline in Italian football. Because from being champions to being eliminated back to back from group stages and not being able to qualify back to back that is interesting. And Italy for more bread or panel. General Gattuso was a Cambiaso or pa Italy for in at all. Now Ojiri said there's more room for improvement. Where am I here? Much says someone who didn't meet my bono. We for to now no babaji Hiroshi still after Hiroshi Munyo. I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, young queen. There's Ruiz. And fa, Etiaka the son of a patch or Asempa dia. I don't know, looking before, and so they say my cat before they took the second Biaso, no more there. On your mother, some move at the Mako on bedman until June. Football season, every June. It take Biaso, no more say a penny for a moment, Jumana, I could see June, then I. I really do not to one or two. I'm and FIGC president, Italian football president Gabriela Gravina, and Gattuso Buffon remain in charge of the Italian staff. They need continuity. They believe in them. And John Betts, my boy, say, you know, decision in your own. decision in your so Bosnia qualified for the World Cup.
Wow.
Kosovo Turkey chino no na baako I don't to say yes Turkey for no woman ya bre papa so mo konti nyanwanwa so mutimi qualify at the Ekoi. Yeah, for the first time since 2002 Turkey is back into ho asama nan ya ipiomo they say the Ekoi Turkey will be in Group D alongside USA, Paraguay, Australia and woman a Group D there. Sweden and Switzerland also bought Poland by 3-2. Eucharist. I never say was soldier. Was soldier. No, 88 minutes. That kid was say bibia 3-2. You can't stand yasa yina. I have some get to akrati. Sweden representing the World Cup. Abe Bodman bibia timia koyete amawa more enti. After 8 years away, they are back. Omone Tunisia be group mo. Omani Japan Bell Group mo, Omani Netherlands Bell Group mo, na Czech Republic and Denmark. 3-1 on penalties, but your Czech qualify. Rasmus Holland, Omani year Germany need pa, Omani qualify Eddie Common in Czech Republic. 20 years in year, maybe. They are back. Czech Republic is back. Kenya some get what they'll be in Group A alongside Mexico, South Africa, and South Korea. Czech Republic so now this is our interest. For the first time in the history of the World Cup, we are taking 10 countries to the World Cup.
African countries.
Africa for we need 10 monko ebi biwate. Yes, 10. Yes, 10 no munyo.
Number na go ebi.
Oh, number no so as because number no we be film kwe biaka. They say yakọ war. Na nipa no we mu soldiers dawson. Musa, mu be ku bia so still beka bi. Ki Europe for no na mu dawson. True for you film no class still mu bre. But still be kwa kwa semi final. Because mu dawson. Ti be kwa semi final. Ya dey enum. Yes, ye Fraka Ghana. Nigeria papa near film near Quebec baby. But 10 in the Asempa. Dear Congo and what is Jamaica? The Reggae Boys, Rastampura, and Bomacaba come to me anti Twanzibere board go after extra time to me qualify dear Congo and 52 years in here. And go for 52-year wait to qualify for the World Cup. It's here now you qualify and you fluke. A Krunumbe. 18 FA president take us actually. Se ko qualify for World Cup more than retired no. Okay, Italy 10 consecutive year one fa. Congo or 20 years. E bia train anya years. So when Ghana qualify it is a big deal by coaching us. A big deal by coaching us.
Idea no.
Idea no asa. It's another year by the way. It is a historic moment for Africa. It's now DR Congo will be in the group with Portugal. Uzbekistan. Colombia, one and a dear Congo. Iraq so Bolivia born 2-1. Iraq qualify bow. Almost 40 years new.
Iraq.
Yeah, or my best some of the net bomb. But Fidi almost on the Boboro. Hey, so the idea Iraq a team Bobby na Bibia Sweating channel to South Family from the 11th near taking off 11th of June. Now you're going to be Bibia Sweating Akoye after 52 years. Haiti is here after 52 years. DR Congo is here after 28 years. Scotland is back. Norway is back after 28 years. Austria is back after 28 years. Paraguay is back after 16 years. South Africa is back after 16 years. Algeria is back after 12. It's all. I'm on for train check Panama. As what Colombia, more check Biani and the Adeti, and only the air quantity, but Africa for air quantity, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Cape Verde, South Africa, DR Congo, the Leopards, I'm making history, Abe Pimu, Erase Biabe to me, Akoye, and so Honoma. Let's have it. Young woman will call World Cup, yeah. They say all is set for the World Cup, no. I'm not betting. The Pacho Brazil forced Bauma Baino, no, Omania Brepeson Babojma. They are not coming to add to the numbers. Brazil Bobby. It's in negotiations for bonuses not started. Between the federation and key players in the team. Asempa, Danilo, Marquinhos, Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Vinicius Junior and Motanase. As a Colombia say no, World Cup from Bono. So much me player Bia demanding $1 million
from the federation.
The federation is set to pay around $1 million.
I want Jatum.
Player Bia, Charlie, and 50 million. That's all. 50 million qualifiers near Dina you. Mode Kwakoji, Mode what? Jabez and Besiako. Tio Kromu and Sika Ghana Black Stars player Bia, some much Kwaji World Cup and $1 million. Is that motivation enough?
Oh, yeah, motivation.
So $1 million.
1 million.
To give it Kwaji. I didn't mean
so many things are affecting performance. The players will take the mentality of the players, the coach will take the technical decisions in key moments in the game, and if you know players now can decision making on the pitch. Yeah, decision making it be no. Decision making it be when boy better baby get na boy penalty pa po.
The ultimate sports
decision making it be a last minute. Champion pa. No about watching it. Decision making now. So those things near the academy decision making it be a say player pra not ho. Eliasu. Na coach afande da tournament. Na say SN the 15 ko bo kire ho. Decision making it be no. Decision making it means say team the player tournament. Na ko bo table tennis. Hey, Ghana so ya concert pa okruma ho. Until we go to AFCON tournaments, we go to tournaments and come back. The next time we go to the brain board. Players this is a problem. So when play more, na video near the moke. The dia bro. Bronia gro ukruma.
Bronia gro.
There was somebody who delayed that money in 2014. Ni parwas ni. What is your bondi? Okay. And adanya fluko. Ni parana ne koboro aye na niema yi. Obeshaw. To win Chanwala too.
Tisugana de nam yemu ko na kwaje points ya.
Obeje wi adane ko nana wan train no ko boy. Oso onye train no ko Portugal be show. To me mu ne mbo already no ono quality kakra chen o. And also why and ko kwasa the concentration was
why you are green na dia
no. It's another dia ko soro. Now Japan no say England back o. England for is so boy. Money say dey say go for you.
So ne dey boy.
My friendly match intimo dem nsi abotre. But they betimi no mabo. They hear say coach papa ba. Say fa say avi bia ba na wa lead wa gwa ba. Hey coach pa. Betimi akwa bibi o. Coach for be team barrier pa. When really give it it was started to shake ya near the na masaba back to the technical director. Oba no ha league na he. O started the was makwa enem.
Never had
Coach don't know. What you don't know? Yeah, 1 minute, Bobby. Oh, tell you, I speak of parliament, can I? I mean, it's in the parliament. That time, we're both friendly. You want to see the boys. What I say? Be a while. Yaki, my friend, so me Bobby. First match will be second. My son, man, Bobby. Yaki, you will bet me about. Oh, then now what they try. Yeah, Kwabna Usu, so I'm not no reason to him. What I said, no, try, I want to know. Mamma Quay. Hurricane, Bobby. Etinya hwe any just kwa bia
mo bi dey mo she England enya hwe
hwe na World Cup yin nyina no betimi abo World Cup yin nyina no da no ye ni Uruguay fo ni ade say Andre Amobi that time that Andre so jina so pa ni here no ball ni mu Amobi sometimes your best players won't play in 2006 against Brazil. There was no SN in big games where you need a big boy, so we don't need another day. There's a team no so play any new team neguana.
Let's all try another one.
Yeah, you should improve. That is why you should give others the opportunity. So I should hear pressure about so as I say a punch in born back on him here actually.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think we got punished for not a lot against Uruguay in the very end, and today for one counter-attack in the first half where they managed to score. We knew that before. I knew that before. I'm disappointed with the result. Everyone is, but I think it is worth to put it into perspective. I knew that we have a tough exam in this to play for in this window because our players are heavily invested in club football. They're heavily invested in European football and in the physical toughest league that there is. We played against two top 20 teams, well drilled, very good opponents who arrived in their best lineup. We had a big change in the middle of camp. Suddenly after the match we had 7-8 injuries who had to leave camp. So it's not an excuse, it's just explanation why things are not like perfectly smooth and maybe perfectly on the highest level that we expect, and we expect it always from us. We made life difficult for ourselves because we narrowed the pitch down extremely in the first half and didn't use the fullbacks in the way that we wanted to nominate our squad to get players back healthy. Hopefully, I hope they stay healthy. That we have the full choice, and then we will pursue our dream from June.
Asempa FM. That's it. Oh, people benya for us don't pursue the dream from June. Yo, the dream to win it. Ebe fan asem feminine crab na betche. Nigeria ne Jordan Ball 2-2. Na Alex will be the J spotlight thing na kiki Obama as a substitute Obama say be here say be mo sem bia na say the film. Say so na Panama and your first game no. Or South Africa about friendly league match. South Africa friend one buy you. South Africa friend man buy. Na the first 1-1, second 2-1. It's a mobile matches me no bo when Nina Muno. You're born on South Africa, Panama. At match South Africa. No, Nina preparation for the World Cup. It'll be a bob one only at the idea. I don't want some answers so I don't know. Now I can't say you know. When be so then it is confirmed. Sir Roberto De Zerbi or confirmed as the manager for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm gonna say you know, and they are never 5-year deal, and so Kudus a new manager. Sure, Kudus a new manager.
There's a manager in the man.
De Zerbi. By any so bit now, I get the best out of him. I will proud by the name of many crabby and a betch any idea. I don't know the eba and I no pay ye. Now you can't say you know. I let to Lukaku 7-1 year. Lukaku started in the amount of some training, no uncle. Says a man for international break one could be. Okay, crime fast. So come back to me. You fell Belgium national team. Who pull it out home foul? Yes, bra. Yes, I mean, what's uncle? So I trust in teams. A doctors and a medical team that's that Kosropa. Look at someone to know Pedro Bia Mimiano. Montreal. I know what this statement about no, you can't do that. So I'm taking disciplinary action against Lukaku. You don't need the bar, you don't want some so bar. Matches be bringing a bar, Sonia, I don't want some extra better also. We don't know United as someone in your channel media bar. Yes, seriously. But Argentina for any Abreu. Messi was in there, and this is how Omuja with Team Nekwa when they could show 5-1. No team say yes, Cameroon bought China by 2-0, and Kazakhstan bought Comoros by a 1-0. Liberia and then Libya. We are near Bremonto. Now Montenegro, Slovenia bought 3-2. Norway in Switzerland. I work up for Bobo Diabrea. Monana. Serbia bought Saudi Arabia by 2-1. What to say? Have you Rena?
Mate.
Nah, I managed to Honey Bing. Honey Bing, but you say, can you be any bufu?
We are see so Bahami, no Sunday, we are sitting. We only be a as about bow, may my pen on here, name of Buddhist about what about 20 years, 21, 20. What about Massa? I know. Area no tenants or no funny home and funny home crowd, be Java causes here. Massa. Ivory Coast against Scotland and also Basso and now this is it. Canada and Tunisia about 0-0, Mexico and Belgium, Jenny 1-1. Brazil, Croatia by 3-1. We the Amsterdam Brazil for best cracker. No one has someone can $1 million as them. Aye, the likes of Oliveira, Thiago, and Martinelli. I'm gonna share goals to the Brazil. Until we in Brazil for so the Abba Croatia for so the Abrebo. You know no group mo. Until Brazil has shown me you're weak points. Thing that you're saying from Gombe. The Akoso, that's so hard no. Now, Yeresa and any other friendly games thing about wrapping that up. Now the other countries think that to me, I caught one more respective clubs. I mean, players. I call respective clubs. I call Bobo na Bibia. So to me, I call you. Time na buko to me jemu na Elia cancer for so anya kakra ede yeah. Now, ne kaka koyi die alatu. Disabion. Ba oba no. Tottenham was a place. Yes, so mutimi amode. Akwa ne bedre mo a. Players now be beko. And mo relegation. Mo coaches who and said they want to cut it short. No more person back at the end of the season. I'm saying they be chairman. And the man we are one. We are the one. It's a chairman. Bejina to us. Bejina boy and I hear relegation. Beko. They call relegation. Oh ma. But boy is here. Be do on your kokra with him. Being the aquarium. He's a good coach. Deserve the oil of Brighton Kakrani say or a good coach and a house new terrain to man be able to make ye near the idea and one summer and I had the air but major mamma now my Elia can say for so and Yakakrai. Why? Mate, Yanfa Amaronensi na Yanko Amra Yaba. You better not say na a dear Congo qualification Italy for so I Hoshem Nano Yadi Home Como and Siasato so Elf.
Chairman, Siblings Love Roofing Hono.
Siblings Love Roofing. Wako aba on.
And just my keke. Bakoto mu roofing products nibi. Na ye cap quality and affordability ya. Obetia.
Aluzing any aluminium product. Self-rock, IBR, any IDT.
Tresse, type, size, any color be obetama. All roofing accessories, caps, belly gutters, rain gutters, side trim, special reefs.
One product in your papa ne bono so da form.
Tre, me catch no man for say. Obi me dance bo hunano. Fre, ana ko Siblings Love Roofing. Obobo down so akotrem wati.
Siblings Love Roofing Customer Service.
Akrokro nkoa. Wo beye estimate. Won mu nkɔbɔ so ma won so a. Obɔbɔ so strong and durable.
Siblings Love Roofing.
Owo Gomu Apotin Junction. Kasua Winnipeg Road. Ekwa ho pɛ. Frɛ 053 779 4409 and 059 162 4443.
Siblings Love Roofing.
Entu show china.
Ghana, so pe bathroom accessories in the keke ho. Near quality, never channel. Ima Rose Neton, Ima Rose Home Decor. A bottle bathroom accessories bia. W6, water taps, kitchen sinks, faucets, wash and basins, vanity basins, arresting water heaters. And bibia was it and we would be finished here. Ima Rose Home Decor and Obenyano. Amukusuni na mudi feet to the neighbor. Water dear Omo up to 40% discount. And you can drown us. Ima Rose Home Decor. And crying, woman can tank out to Mabo showroom in the Sasso. Watch Simota. Kumasenso. Ube Womo Patasi Police Depot. Ejinasi Road from 055 965 0682 055 965 0682. Emma Rose Home Decor and Josica. One expert. What's in the doors? Now with this one, yet Jessica on 10 and it debia good dear who do be. Oneexpert.com.gh website and our app so use a promo code GHDRAM. Never your 300% welcome bonus. A copy 5,500 Ghana cedis. Gambling when you're true. Into channel wa she yemu. Enyema wana one dim fie do mochi. Gaming Commission agent kratu yatum.
The ultimate
correct, sir. I take a woman. Marimedro delay man capsules ya wonu ye die. Boy ye. Ahode na wanya ne sano. Wo delay adwuma no so papa. Na wo che. Na wo ye ni ye pa. Delay man capsules. I don't know. Ama me sisi me ko todwem wa ye den. I can see. Na local mixture ene the capsules a. E man ne marima nyina num bie no. Me num bie no me do. Wo ho me say. Me hu se wa hifie ho ayefe neat pa. Enti na wo kwose wo a wo delay sa. Local mixture and the capsules means so afichi kromo yaw biem miura se wo be delay kra no a means no be ma na wo ba bia wo be hu dia wo mpe ana wo beti yaw bi e wo ho ba bia no fa local mixture esia no yare bi te se gonorrhea white syphilis and the keka ho no wo bia woni ntimi da entima local mixture and the capsules e me yefru e wo heba and pharmacies nyina mu dodo afre 0242 133 577 and 0202 675 778. Local mixture and the capsules. And what's that there?
Alright, the fancy da yamrefi da yametenase ehwe amanone ensem no kakra Dr. Boating monitor from Kanto Holistic Health Center one Madam Charity Bossy and Mr. Hugo Leonardi mo nyina mo monitor from afar. Good morning Enko Enfam Master, good morning.
Good morning. Allah.
Bibia fine.
Yemeda
yeah, Italy for from 2018 I'm fat 2022 I'm fat and 2026 and so as I see from DR Congo so your qualification.
Yeah, I'm was never chatting for you now. And I don't think so be why had I follow European football for some time now. They are to Italy, and Obia so all football we are here, no matter how powerful, how great, also what talent. If you're not careful, they are to it a little bit, especially when you're not doing things right.
Okay.
Africa for the first time, 10 teams in FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
And this year World Cup more than 42. I think 42 or 46. 46.
48.
In Africa, 10.
Yeah.
I think this time right, you need any case be I say your reps and then also na my opportunities na my brabia. My head I follow Africa teams. Another share Egypt against Spain. Allah. So when I go here so much bia. My Africa team so ma qualify for World Cup now. Team ba kwa me dey nya no share no is Kived. And I'm trying to check akra between DR Congo and Jamaica match ni bi. And proud to tell my dear Congo qualify, no more CDO. I knew so many Africa qualify. I think they have more talent. Because we would say Twanzebe, who would say Wan-Bissaka, who would say Chancellor Mbemba, who would say Cedric Bakambu. All these players, so many household names when it comes to European football. I'm about teams in the English Premier, I'm about the Spanish League. Dear Congo, at 2 months. and Omoma a very good game. How much I say for so many? I think the last time DR Congo call World Cup was 1972. And from Zaire. If they are going back again in over 50 something years, it tells you clearly say and the chromo bed is something I'm mining and I prepare for it and I'm working towards it no matter to achieve it. So we meaning come on baso. Do I think some call but in the World Cup? I think yes. And I deba Ebeka from the African teams and our team be call this World Cup be especially the African teams. I believe. Alas, I call this major tournament, this World Cup. Being an African country, now with GDSA you can make it. Or GDSA you can play against some of the teams. I think you can do it. Besides my idea about and I was happy about it because of research kakama anyhow our teams need be airborne boy in this friendly games the course. Almost game be a team be decided to be process a ball. I did be a Ghana in our game against Austria, Ghana in our game against Germany in the first half. In the entire game near head and possessive. Because per research and per the normal method here, they say, doing the World Cup, no, US whether them beshi. Okay. So if you decide to keep if you decide say, sit on the back, defend there, jab on our opponent number. Because to play it will be difficult for you to cope with the weather and the game. So when I do come for the qualify the 10 teams that qualify Africa: Cape Verde, Senegal, Morocco, Algeria. I watched Egypt against Spain. It was a very good match. Egypt will make a good account of and we feel so. I'm progressing as compared to the Africa Cup of Nations. So it was a good one. Now I'm Italy. We should Italy after Italy World Cup in 2006. Ominous World Cup was in South Africa 2010. Almost from round of 16. Yeah. Since 2010, 2018, 22, 26, man qualified. It is the first time in the history of the World Cup a former champion be a Messi World Cup now twice in 3 successive sessions. So Mabeka happens say the Italian football football. And then national team in athletic clubs in if Meka which of the Italian teams and that's who the Champions League? Nobody. Obianim. Aka with Europa. I think the conference they be as a Fiorentina, but look at teams they share Italian teams, no. Bodo. Share team Napoli group who went to qualify and to playoffs and I like format.
And your league, are affected the national team.
Absolutely. And on academy football. And then I'm a European football, European football expert, Julian Lawrence, ESPN. And Okasemi, or see no my Italy football I from par 1 is Italy. The Italian football is not producing good players for academy debut. Players need free the Italian youth ranks neighbor. They are not good enough to playing time with the big clubs in Italy. So what is that? The Italian city a player be free the Premier League, but say McTominay be free Premier League because of non-performance. No about the CR, no about the MVP. Oba you top goal scorers, you find the Capo Cananieri no. Oba na a non-Italians be brave even though last year you will take you or far the top goal scorer or fire up or move to Saudi Arabia. The inform and the best Italian players now. In what he called about the CR. I know Esposito over Panetina saying he's a young player somewhere last year no first call up debut call up coach Edimano Gattuso Edimano after Gattuso take care Edimano it's legit 2006 nala
Gattuso performance Gattuso and performance
Italy after say Gattuso take you over from Luciano Spalletti. We'll be winning 5 games to us. 5 games we win to us. Estonia 2 times. Moldova. Then Israel 2 times. All these countries, anywhere near when you talk about world football in terms of the pedigree Italy for do. Now, if you look at countries, SC Italy in the 3 leagues now, 3 World Cups no one qualify now. 2018 was Sweden. 2022 was North Macedonia. 2026. Bosnia, I will come second World Cup. So these are not countries cry anywhere near. Now, remember, why is the Italian national team and the Italian football that for me and I've said it. Another problem, be my son's what Italy so say the Syria A, Sikelim. The Sike, already West Syria, the Sike Pompish Syria remove from. Most of the so the top 10 clubs. Deloitte, yeah, the top 10 clubs at Deloitte, yeah. In terms of the richest clubs in the world, no Italian club they buy in the top 10. So TV right. Secure TV right in the moment. Now they got to Premier League, the gap is huge. Most of the Italian football stadium and stadium are host to the Serie games in the ground. Rebecca say at the stadium it is difficult for you to commercialize it to make more money. And the player even repeated this as I'm making somewhere last week before our playoffs. CBS. Most of the Italian clubs, because in 1995 when the Bosman ruled by yes, sir, team Bia Sierra Club Bia Ba, more than 3 non-European players. I beg on the 11 players I played. I'm saying 1995 no. And it's difficult for the Italian teams, and the Italian players to play for some of the big teams. In 1992 up to 1996, the Italian under-21 team was headed by Cesare Maldini. In 1998, but I'm head coach of the Italian national team. Or Paolo Maldini, Papa. Although European under-21 in 1992, 1994, 1996, a chunk of the 2006 team Nigeria played through the ranks. After and during that time, it's for 3 non-European players played the in the game. So after Sir Bosman will crashes hard off no. It's in for against the Kenya denim. And this can go ahead anymore. One can say when you feel out the football, tell me one world known European country scandal instead of football hitting the Italy. Bonne Katasi Shepro Yentim.
Etimina can be na Omadu Badu. But I say Master Bansen Mamenko Nanako Kuo. Ken.
Yeah. Yeah, Allah. Very important. Say, yebe acknowledge the hard worker. On my bit to say, DR Congo, the new parts of DR Congo. Okay. Aye. Also walk up no. When you say the automatic qualification now, 2 important games ebebo neutral ground so ni na neutral ground so. In Tubeka on the African level no, I think. I'm not Nigeria boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. DR Congo na Nigeria for ye de Efrimu. Na Nigeria no na saka intercontinental playoff. All these playoffs, to say America no a neutral grounds. For DR Congo, so I'm missing out from the World Cup. I think 50-something years or so, and I feel 52 years. 52 years. Na what born homeboarding a fight back about World Cup no. They deserve applause. Again, Oka ni no. Na osan ehwem na wo bisa ho say when the coach you coach is very important. What you say? Oko DR Congo. To say the fee kind they have individual players at least Ubo mudi wo European football mu a omo known. Aka coach obeke come my den abom. No my team to find and answer to fight for a common goal. And then Sebastian Dasebre or a French coach, but Oyobia on African terrain pa. Some coach the Magana Blasters or funny Juma because they can't pay.
Sebastian Dasebre.
The Sabre, and I'm on the Dasebre. The Sabre. I was Sebastian Dasebre from France, just 49 years of age. But Otito African Terry Muhano, when you are Daji Akochi a lot of clubs in Africa, clubs and country, with that Casablanca. Now the turnaround of Pyramid, the new face of Pyramid team, Ebani, he was also part of them. Esperance de Tunis je Suara foi Algeria team no omo bani na ne coach ne ka ho bi what did it and they were coaching the Uganda national team about the Congo national team. Into your beer when it comes to the African terrain and how Africa your ball and your strength not absolutely. And again, longevity. At least coach in the man, no, they had a purpose of appointing the coach. And then they were born on body Edoma do this particular level. Because after 2022, no coach knew every in the last job, no. On your opportunity, I could so dear Congo Jumani mono. Between 2022, that space, 2022 by 2023, every make us say 2026, you know. And Swabam Faso say, in 52 years, dear Congo to me World Cup, no, they couldn't secure automatic qualification. But the team wasn't dejected. The team was organized, well motivated. Almost 2 important games outside the shores of DR Congo. You make us in football. Anything advantage at their disposal too.
Number one.
Baku na so the can ball a playoff back on.
And I no can ball 3. Because Nigeria and Gabon, Africa for 4. No boy, semi-finals, finals, Nigeria finals, qualify. But this particular playoff, because teams are now FIFA ranking was so they were seeded. 6 teams win a kind. Dia Congo for a CD so they didn't to play just a game. I know boy
against Jamaica
to qualify. Yeah.
And Sana you did and I'm saying no about 3 matches.
Yeah.
Because 2 normal Africa it was neutral grounds. Boni now Morocco. And no massa intercontinental playoff abeshe Jamaica enra ometimi qualify.
My idea.
Yembo mabaso. Na to say the fee kind I also stand by that say me feel say na DR Congo ayedo. They're also a team to watch when it comes to the World Cup. With Italy there, yes, all the factors of Bafum, any Sanomina factors, but I still think Gattuso is not there. Gattuso only ho. We're coaching clubs. He's not there.
Other 2 editions in Israel. The last 2 editions before this one.
Oh, you know what?
What countries are you now? Not Macedonia last 4 years. And Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Gattuso is not there.
That's Gattuso
because Emra. This is the year count to other saying, oh, in a match they do baby against Germany there. And if Ghana should have run away with a draw against Germany if they had a good, manager. But Emra, at a point, pressure is see Miami TV who air match and can say match will definitely Italy for the concede. Come on, careful cry and you cry match and a better for some Yasan and pushing game to penalty shooter. But me feel say with the good goalkeeper Donnarumma no Mukrano. From the tactical point of view, coach and did Gennaro Gattuso akakakra.
But I measure penalties. They do penalties in Germany. Adeba could be I think say one who can form Adeba baby and help Belusu. The talent before the penalty kick-off, to me, psychologically, I don't give you up. Because when you look at the talent players, they take penalty. Now, when you got to Bosnia, there was a Bosnian player, 18 years. Look at the composure, how we take it penalty. Look at Esposito penalty, boy. The moment you took him and not him, it was clearly psychological. I say no. At all, so maybe they were thinking back home. The Bessie, maybe no more consider defeat. Say, I say, I didn't hear the because prior to this game, and the UEFA cry, sanction. Almost send a scout and a spies. Echo share Bosnia for Chrome, Echo share Muterians, almost spy, which is against FIFA and rules, UEFA rules. The Italians said they were cooking. Asamoah consider defeat.
The ultimate sports.
I said before the tournament, because I read a lot from Footy Italia. And before the game here, they were saying that a lot of Italian football fans need say I don't know. And now Gattuso so Onyanko step down. The president of the Italian Football Association said no on trust. Or say it's not about no future. It's not about no trust. Because he feels he has let the whole nation down.
Serious.
He feels say I'll let you mind. And go now my records on dear Congo coach. So I'm performing I think they did a very good research. On coach, or for Africa, no sound. And I'm and clubs who are coach Esperance.
Uganda. It was a national team.
Oh, so I don't know from
qualifies. I don't know one for one qualified straight up or Kobo player.
No, dear Congo, the reason why dear Congo man qualified straight forward was they were in the group with Senegal. Dear Congo lead the group police
coach Abaso
no. Only had the power because dear Congo in the group with Senegal.
Coach Abaso qualifies so be qualified straight to call.
No, be saying Senegal group and qualify. Man who force to be a qualify. Okay, Senegal group I qualify.
In Egypt, the same group.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now. Okay, I'm sure I can qualify. Senegal group. Nigeria. The Super Eagles are they have also missed the World Cup, I think, in 3 occasions.
It doesn't matter.
So it tells from state.
What is the word? Untouchables, I say they can't
lose. Because on paper, the teams now are not anymore ranking. We struggle to beat them. The current Otoado team, Senegal, my chairman, Kabedi Amai. They were leading by 2 goals. They were leading by 2 goals, 2 points on the day against Senegal. Mali underachievers.
You said that people said the same things. I'm saying
Mali
about baby on people said Mali tough, and of course. Mali was Mali by a peculiar situation, but don't overgeneralize the things as if we are.
Because a group, that's a team with my opponent.
North Macedonia and Italy, and Bosnia said, you are just mentioning the countries and thinking that they are not nothing. What happens? I don't know.
Yeah.
Therefore, say, Ghana, that should give you a ticket. And we shouldn't work for it. And now, Niger and Chad, they are by the name of the country and what over time, automatically.
Senegal, what can I say? Senegal, normally Sudan or Nations Cup group. But when to me and Sudan,
but still they top the group.
Doesn't matter.
So, no, you can't say no. Coach, you say man can qualify.
To me, say find a group in Senegal. It would have been very, very difficult for us to qualify.
I say, Mommy and Farmer on see what now, Nonkuno Aboyenko, interesting point of interest.
Chairman, Ibisa for DR Congo coach. When it comes to national team, the only achievement at national level, the last AFCON or the DR Congo D4th.
Okay.
Yeah. And or the Esperance Agili.
Oh, Hank, you want to so.
I'm not sure. But you see, me chatty for ne.
For Joseph.
Me can't because if me for all intents and purposes, me who is I say Ghana for your first say or divine right, we say tournament be a connect see a
BBR.
Yeah, effort. And now say Jume ya hoke can ya ho boa any BBR no be enu and then to be minds hard no. But what American me did say tournament time BBR TMC. Qualifying time BBR TMC. Sudan BB na botiam. They would have qualified ahead of Senegal.
Yeah.
Aye. Nigeria with all their stars. Benin no more yeah baby I feel money nam. Anyway. Ghana Asaki Otoado. And now maybe say I want us to be forward looking. But in Crawford Edaso the air question. Episode Moody and Otoado as a sanke permanent dada. And yes, me nyin to Musa. Nia papa no a year no dear. And it baby I be doing made a decision for us. Mbachotin American. Me worry kakra ne say. Atem di DNA ya doso. Yem panyifo a yedi dwumadi ma om so mo pa coach a om settle on Otoado no. Yem fa ni die kakra e ma om. I mean ye nipa mpachoti ase. Circumstance na wo ho at that time no. Om de fa Otoado no. It makes sense. Ne say nipa numu no nanka lawyer senior lawyer is Asamoah trainer. Emu esinu film na apart from that, Professor Minta, do you know said there was a chief director of the ministry?
Mr. William.
But it is people have said so. The paying authority, they were there.
No more rep.
Otado buy because now we bought Nigeria playoff.
The ultimate
Mamu Maya yes Sabi adventure it is Mpaboa size. Obiane and yes you be a coin patriotias and yeah can say yeah conversation or discussion dispassionately young di attempt when I see Keto Krakunefa Otado when I see Dr. Randiabi and the Omno fa Otado and you are for Otado it was the committee
ultimate sports show
also the first Tom Steinfeld, yeah? Or the second, close second, I am told.
Okay.
She sometimes, me feel say, some penny for certain reports in the publish it.
No, be who the
no, so continue do one for responsibility in Kosheka to Kraku. Now we find a new form. And now, sabi we are public worker, and let us say, as I say, T2, but then why? As far as to say, yes, Obi Ajitum say nipa no after you on 1 year so nyebi. Nbandra meka say, I believe in Ghana ni ade no nyina but the committee did the work without any influence from Dr. Randiabe or Ket Okraku. I'm telling you without a shred of doubt. And sometimes nipa chairman general Kwame Sifakan or assembly oka or see nipa bia ni hawa ni udin into obi tra baby say udin ya me papa no me ne nkasai racket Dr. Randiabi me ne nkasai but I'm observing around that. I mean, why is it a crime say a president now I support to a certain decision, but it is a crime say many believe in you na mama ejuma now along the line ebeba say ejuma na nkoso. And yes, earlier said you can say never late
better late than never.
Yabeduha 72 yesterday, today 71. Let's see what will happen. Let's be forward looking. Because the circumstances at the time. Now 2-3 weeks. Nipa in team pair the qualifying playoff not your mabebono. And then 2-3 weeks we are going to play other qualifying game. It's in the wisdom of committee and there. And I make us say the far
ultimate sports show.
The biggest achievement again is that he failed to qualify us to AFCON and qualify for the World Cup. And I will call be uncle sebi. Mamo ignorance ni bi ho a ya na mentiaze. Ya ko ba na eyi omu. Komo am pese omu kono.
There be omu de obey da mo makosa. Omu de obey da mo makosa ya.
But it's fair. I'm saying that we are a country of very over 30 million and there be a proverbial near canon coaches near the Asemna ba into be a can. But I'm saying that if we will appoint fingers, let's talk to the committee and why. Except somebody who come and challenge me and say, Name waha audio nini video nini I saw the man corruptibly influencing people say we are na monfano.
Yes, I will be a 5-member committee.
5-member committee, a chief director of the ministry can. Your friend is saying Yera William Caesar Kwete or Kwate. No can.
Asempa FM.
Mommy and Queen. Foreign or local?
No local.
There be say
coach now.
We need competence, not color.
Okay, I know Paco
competence, not color. Yet you ain't abro for the hair. Abro for some nom sharing. Men come mabro new. But I've said something. Say if there's an African coach who can help us in the situation I find yourself, let's go for the African coach. Like Graphic is publishing this morning. Say Daily Graphic this morning. Say ex-Morocco coach leads race. What's your friend say? Walid. Graphic did a good job. How many former vice president Yera Papua Kasa? I mean, can be Biokawa. kind from graphic. It was written by Prince Donu Leku or Leku Donu. If I have not pronounced your name well, forgive me. Also, meanwhile, the former GFA Vice President Fred Papo has called for a pragmatic and time-sensitive approach to the Black Stars coaching appointment, insisting the Ghana Football Association cannot afford a learning curve with the 2026 FIFA learning curve. According to him, listen to this side, the next coach must possess a deep understanding of Ghanaian football and the inner workings of the national team. Ghanaian football, no boys here, boy. And for how many of them and I said, hey. Yesterday, I made a case for a line of players from our
local league.
Only reconciliatory President Kazalo. I said, Maestro.
Reconciliation committee.
I have Kobe Jones.
Kanija. Ginger.
And here, Fred Papo, Asamoah can be very instructive. The next coach must put a deep understanding. But I'm worrying. They say, look at Ghana football. You're about Ghana.
The ball Ghana. Players.
I'm on the phone. With the exception of Asare. So how are we balancing this thing? But it's a clarion call. Somebody, the philosophy, no, ebe complementary and the enemy. I'll put it that way. But what in America? But the question of competence, ebe ensure nema bebre. Because ebe ensure say will be a good experience, or what the tactically or your expert. Obisa or commanding. Say case will be a discipline. Say hey. But he knows how to work with people.
Yeah.
To bring the best of you. Because variables, say you need top-notch players.
The ultimate sports show.
The golden age gone long time.
Average now.
Because for the golden age, what worked for us? See, now succession no. Yeah, building before the demo under 20 neighbor joining. Now the core of ACMU group need John Mensah and Omar Fa. Coach is here, nyame afro dodo na no nyame form crazy afro no do nomne adem oma form nsem. I remember Ghana Argentina, ye ko Argentina afro ni de ko di second. Now team nim. They bought over time, so they knew themselves, the core, and they give me 3-4 players, and then boy you cry from no boy individual, because a lot of them are bench warmers. Those are the facts. These are the facts. Entino Biaka strong coach because a variable no and Nusrusa who is all complimenting with somebody who can just when club came to Liverpool, we didn't have top-notch players at Liverpool. I know if you cover Van Dijk, ni offer Alisson, and few Roma, and then ni superiority anywhere he knows. Or buy a pen or their cup final, not to Europa Cup. That's why everybody Walid because Walid has just gone to
the semi-final.
Europe. Moroccan team will be anymore. In fact, only few and I never bought Europe. Almost
some few, about 3 or 4 players.
So they were still part of a local component.
Local players, they were 3.
They were local components. Anambwa. And they took a local coach.
The difference is that they bought high profile teams. And they were performing.
And they were active too.
Active.
And they are different in principle. And they say in America. Some more.
And I'm coach. You know, I think we're not with that CAF Champions League.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even talking about the coach.
Or her players.
I'm saying but to say the Okano, a good coach is as good as his players.
Wow.
Yes. Because if you don't have the materials, there are certain things. And to be able to improvise, and not here Italy, a friend say Bosnia.
As a more question, make sure you didn't have the folks this year.
Asempa FM.
And
I said the treasure is on your team. We are best to say a lot of things for but the materials are one of the
year.
Yes, on Shebat on Lususo. another third on the log.
But did
sounding Tony a technical issue. A BB and you on a course. But what I say, and yet the problem in your the
problem. But the honor the year, Jumano.
Exactly what I'm saying. But this answer in some more dealing, you know, won't send easily.
I can agree with you because of ABOF say on your prolific front. And the strength a defensive organization.
Yeah.
So to score has an thing. So,
but some like to score Obiaedi. Because if you look at the goal per game a year,
but even the entire share has the entire case study in the Haas is the least conceded side in the league. The least. And our modern Haas is the least goal scored team. That is it. Into him saying goal scoring any strength.
But I know Obi my dream to see Haas games. But I don't want to about Hohoi.
There we are.
You know raise my dream. Put a friend number here. Kevin. Yes, I'm 2-0 first, and I'm yes. Or say, or Haas no Kwame Puntu so Mamichiano. Or he is tempted to believe that Haas beat Chelsea goals because when they were down by 2-0. The coach made 1 or 2 substitutions and the players, and normally on one coach players they were able to come back and score 2. So it means that if they want to go into games and score more goals and not be too defensive, they can score.
No. Okay, so you are making a mistake. Go and watch House of Oak against Aduana Stars. First half we created all the chances, and in our matches we are creating chances, we can score. There is one thing creating the chance, another thing not creating. So the first, what is the possibility you can score?
My point in say, when you whether foreign or local AC material, we need a competent coach.
That's all.
Yeah. And what a competent coach brings is what led us to this House of Oak case study. They say the materials may not be top, but they have something you can work with and get us results. But what's in America?
Yeah.
And what Didi is doing, so nya top 2-3 players be fra. Top in context of year system, you know me idea. I'm saying that why can't even the
Asempa FM
one day say Haas can buy from Cote d'Ivoire, Haas can buy from other countries. Say professional league nearby.
And also my chairman.
Oh, to what say per record. Has players or my
ultimate sports show
foreign
mostly is not a coach
but with the competence again will ensure say nifani ebenyano or specific experience needed to navigate the high pressure global state tournament. World Cup nanya you anya small tournament but what in America
yeah.
A competent coach regardless of nationality ebe boy and pa
that I say no it goes with money.
The ultimate sports
because the clear football philosophy and ability to organize a defense as Kobe is putting in the house game that can stand into elite attack because organization of the defense is strong because this competent person will select based on merit knowing what he wants to do the program and no idea about whether quick fix or long term.
And a
tricky situation because yes, we can't say I don't know whether you been a coach or because they sign 3 months contract, 6 months contract. Depending, no, but they always want medium or long. Mama Mure, if he say if you have AFCON now, me tell what Absalam said, and that is what say Abeji AFCON. That Abeji AFCON crony better than Yabutu. Because World Cup there a very far stretch of our imagination. But near can say you have a first round acquire him maybe 2 steps. You could do quarter that.
Do semi-final.
Well, for sustainability, development, and stability, no, can work long term now, but for agency and immediate results as far as the World Cup is concerned, we may want to look at it. again, there is authority and as Penya Omo Juma so Mobeye. Whether we have the money or not. Obi can't ask them, then we must as well keep quiet. Because I'm not a catch or say at the paneton. Now our lady I who say 100, 120 to 150.
Asempa
before Hania how there offer a premium. Okay. And you know, the pros and cons of the quick fix, short term or long term. I mean, I'd much because for me, I think these are some of the factors. Say not top notch coach. A quick one on proven record. Yakofa Milano proven record be any. Yakofa Rato Medjukovic no proven record be any. 50-50. It can go either way. It can go southwise. But what's in
top notch abansuna.
Walid, it cannot exactly because at the World Cup is only one coach somewhere somehow that will win. I don't know normally more often, but it's not the Argentina won the last World Cup in Qatar. Coach he wasn't the best of coaches that game. But the other variable is more players are almost deliver. Enti Nanuesi could be no more ideas or Sabi Ajuni back for team. But me American say, I have a conversation in this past. Auto is history now.
I like the submission of Sky, but tell him Ghana lack big game players. Both local and foreign. We don't need any Walid. Do we have the quality players? The answer is no.
The answer is no, but that's why Kwaku good morning. That's what I'm saying, sir. The tough or the strong coach are saying your profile adjatum says Sani Peno. That person can move up and ginger our boys who are not top notch to do something. And I use Jurgen Klopp as an example. There are a lot of other examples that we can bring up. But hopefully, but I'm continuing making a case. I'm saying that it's opportunity for our local boys to be included going in this World Cup.
Okay.
Yesterday I mentioned Kevin Nkrumah, Salim Adams, Alex Boache, Abet Amoah, na Lord Amoah so on boy, right back now. Lord Amoah so you see, so I'm saying that Anka quota system, but I am preaching because your were boys on Betimiabo. It's Mami 5 of the 26 from Ghana. Select the best 5 players from this league here, boy. From Division 1 to because I've seen Scalaccia, Italy, Division 1, but Beji go to a World Cup.
Okay. But I say, Yamfa sports director NCO Senior Kobe Jones. But hello, Kweku, Edifi UK. Say, Alatu, good morning. Tell Banson that football doesn't follow the logic he's portraying. Austria scored as 5-1. Then Germany should dismantle us by 8 goals or 10 goals every game, and its approach and mentality of players. Kosovo, a country that joined FIFA 10 years ago, nearly qualified at the expense of Turkey. Hello, Kwekudi, also
logic Bena. Okay, it seems that Hello Kwekudi, he disagree whatever I see. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe we have different ways of understanding football and life. Logic Bena. Okay, you think Italy is happy because North Macedonia in uniform in football in life? There's something we call that. In football, it's okay. When we go to World Cup, the game we played against Germany. Say World Cup no me film. I don't think Ghanaians will be so angry. We played against a better team, and the scorer was okay. See, a World Cup, not South Korea shell 4. You don't expect Ghanaians to be okay. See, if Italy, North Macedonia, only Bosnia, no lose. It is different from Italy losing against Italy. The logic I work on the German coach after a game against Ghana said, even in the first half, they should have also scored as 5. Opa, go and listen. So hello, maybe you don't understand football.
Why?
Maybe he doesn't really understand football very well. That's why he always like to argue the other career. Now maybe we have different ways.
What for the personal?
No, he seems to have personal issue with the American beer. Opa,
follow me. What for the personal?
No, because the way I'm football, I think they were just enyape. And then maybe he doesn't understand it because this is a statement coming from the German national team coach. Or say, if in the first time, comes to 5, sir. So I don't think Hello Kweku understands the game better than the German national team coach.
But I say, Kweku, I say, I think at least Albert Asamoah is better than Inaki. Hey. Kweku listen. See that coming back to me and you.
I wrote some discuss it, but I don't permit me opinion. Kojua Demensa. Or can send be brave. But no crew woman say, baby, I was here. Alatula. In here, be a friend, quick fix. A more mocha say, young long term projects, we know when you drink. Because we have a project. A World Cup. A Kubi. And we want to go and do well. Now, so World Cup is a record.
Asempa.
I was saying when you knew you with me a boy. Quick fix, no one. I'm saying, and someone Fred Papueka. Now, Fred, can say, Yempe,
Sina bacho me ba mame kwa homano so mra why 1 minute fache me mame ko yene senior Ernest Owusu Bempa NJ Obi on Auto Ado. Hello senior, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mini and say.
Yanko Pado be aboko na nso e.
Nyamiado. Masama mo kanona mezu so me very interested in
the ultimate sports show.
Mo discussion am mo yem. Very very important discussion pa say Ghana going forward say ye pe coach na wababe coach Black Stars na yetimi aji akoye ni manasi yetimi I perform better. I mean, if we are looking for a coach, we need a coach okuta tactical discipline. Obetimi the difference about team because you know say throughout the world stage, you know, see a bobo now shape footballer. Otiasie the key football no who say team be good in the midfield. Throughout Ghana, your history in football, achieving all our great heights in football, you know, tactically, your team are able, you know, from the time of Safu Jemfi, those times of 1992, Senegal 92 players, Ghana had the best midfield that took us to the finals of the African Cup of Nations. They fast forward to a year time I qualify for the World Cup. Midfield quartets. We have somebody like Elia Kingston, Sevena Pia, Sule Muntari, Michael Essien, and the Gina midfield. All the time, no, they make sure say they make the job very easy for the team. Oba going forward to the World Cup 2010. We should midfield quartet and here do another time during the time of Ratome Djukovic. We share the team ultimate ball no a ball holding midfielder. Sata Mekaise, that player, a young short player, your friend Pablo Antoniana was playing the holding midfield. Then you have a quartet of Sule Muntari and the rest playing alongside with him. And key. That has been the format of Ghana football. It need the ball to form ball 1-to-1, part to part. Na Ghana and any Germany for Germany for the dribble. You see midfield now. Kwesi Sibo, you have Kwesi Sibo, and then your friend is saying Thomas Tepati. The two of them, no, Argentina, your player, your friend Caleb Irenchi. This boy played a defensive midfield role for Norgeland. The guy plays so well. Yentimi play in the defensive midfield. You local players, Yentimi you'll be right back, and I say right back or you bet me in a floor, and I say train you be a man a ball. Nayama Calabirinchi, wait my ball, defensive midfield role. Then you pair Master Pate and Kwesi on top of him. One can play 8, one can play the other side. Then you get them going. But you see, the midfield me very weak. Into when opponent in a born age, to be and Jibon free. During the time of Sule Muntari and Tessa, during the time of Michael Essien, who to be for Magana 18 and Omono Papa Passa, I'm born in United pressure and see. So we need a coach or bit to discover players local players, me Kaisa time, those days are to Dubai, me a young player, be no book master, very good. I don't know, say, that time, no, say, that time, no, foreigners, very good midfielder, me Koshe Kotokoni, he was very good.
Okay.
We are saying, say, we don't have good midfielders, technically, boy, bono, and to semeno, ni role also play, no, he's confused because coach him a bit more fitting into the game for him to play the role of Pese Obo. What you say? Williams, all the time he takes off when a good defender, midfielder, a bit more shoot to ball, Asamoah goes, I know, say, Asamoah Shule Mutari passes on the man on the man goes. Asamoah, if you have a player of high quality like Inaki Williams, that's who feed in with good balls. How do you expect him to score? Redundant in a team. Okay. Lastly, we high quality coach for the entry, at this time, no short period, we know the difference about tactically. Obetima training players, no domako, yet Makako winning achieve. At least we can go far with the type of players I want. Now, Mohamed Kudus, now Antoine Semenyo, now Niaki Williams, need these top line. Jordan, are you no team? That's also where they are. It's up to you.
Okay. Honorable Bedase, Namia to my better Sochina. Honorable Ernest Ousubempa, aka Abua Apapo, and our ten in Kano. Senior Kobe.
I'll let you let say. Media. Asempa say, and Ramekano Hasi say, Yemfa Isika, Yemfa for the World Cup. Okay. Yamwaka World Cup. Na Yempe top notch coach. Say only enko long contract cry at least for the World Cup. Because say offer coach Odimo Juma material be adremano, he will work with the material. Obet me quite transform boys
making better.
Ama send your material na fee say any quality no bet me ama.
Quality.
No,
I get the best out of them.
Mama example. This year na champions name with team your friend Obodo Glemet.
The ultimate sports.
Yeah.
Who's on way there pa?
Omo sporting at the PEMS.
Omo team no player ben pa ne ne kase bonini abekai.
Okay,
but they were doing well because of the coach. What I say? So and they there me how when me house say why na kofa coach na mai?
Yeah, be said committee.
Why na kofa coach no? They say
FA na ministry
but we can't trust this FA to get a competent coach for us. I'm for this a 7th coach me what?
6. I'm for 5. We come 6.
Asempa FM. And today they just say nay, yeah, mom can some come from Papa Brain. Because when we had an opportunity, and come for apply no, you come for to do. Ejalantula. Yes, FA for years and come for coach mre. And for World Cup.
Enfa. No more senior one go.
Any problem no.
Another let me hear interview getting.
That is the problem.
Say no senior papa say in apply.
Yeah.
Any person say
me say omo apply no. Ni ye hwem kra Fred o competent you betwa ye hwema ne. Ube wana obi agent bi obi ni afane na shi. Ne ko. Me problem no. Na fe problem na ye won na e be say face. After the players na ebia ye feel say okofa competent coach. E say fa coach or ye beyond reproach. E ka so be beyond reproach. Untumi nka say fa Bansimbo Fred Alatula
easy to interfere
ono na said the oye you go for approach bi by a Plavi no you didn't cry oh Mrefinidi Serbian coach bi near call on the no call Gabon I think Gabon Nations Cup
Gabon 2013
yeah didn't call na oya the selection and the common executive council that are the executive committee George Free no I don't say players be are more expect you mudini when my question be so say I don't me coach sana because say the juma o ko ya na failure no onye mo kra na cause onko I know the reason here We need such a coach.
Oh, what could you?
Of course. And you know, taking the decision now. Only when you failure. Or do semi-finals. And there's a do quarter-final. Semi-finals. And I'm saying Zambia and the free. Zambia and the J. Sakap.
Because some Bobia. Counter-attacking go be a Mambedu uncle from the Koshe.
Zambia for the J Cap. Sakap. Yes, Zambia. And then Zambia. Okay. But they're calling. You buy now, no one can say coach and Ankasan reason. One my uncle say, you feel your assessment. We need such a coach.
Okay.
And to no ba. What you man say? Now every year who is here. I work also first mess. Now me cry they say they may sound so who cry and say, sir, a compensation they you more to 100 year.
I'm saying $500,000.
What did you?
500,000.
$500,000.
Let me say what did you? I was here my furniture.
Send them no maka.
I was here mucha because I'm not boy ka. I'm going for me buy almost one money chair me boy. Now no say do Africa. Henra. It was so much because they didn't do due diligence. I'm a boy ka.
No due diligence but they knew what they were doing.
I'm going to say one of my father no nyade. O try to know ni majuma. And now all money na say one no cut deals so some we do no mo fa ne buy. Now of try to ban now for the deals.
Kobe, let's be serious in this country. Governance and a nation building. Since when will be taking a decision? This is not a share me a park public accounts committee. Let's be serious. I'm serious. Some of this. Why can you discuss it? Why can you just say financial loss. You know the definition for causing financial loss. Don't be exposed. See, what is the definition? What is the definition for causing financial loss? Now go and check the target. Check the target. One avocado. Go and check how much people Stop it. 3 years contract. Stop it. Is it the first time I ever coach Okromwa? Why are you asking? 3 years Chairman, 3 years stop it. Before I stop it. But I know you are the don't as a man. As a folk, I am going to say, Mokongo, what are you saying? Why on net can you sit here and say, I don't know which do you know the conversations that went on? Do you know the conversations that also? No, but stop it. You are about this. You should be about this. You should be about that. No. Stop it. Stop it. But you came here. Stop it. I'm saying that I didn't say things like that. Now when out of place, you are about what? You are about what to say. Say, I have a phone call Fiesca. I'm going to tell you. Coach Mboma also Ghanaians we need a coach who can give us identity and be more competitive at the West Coast. You know, coach Mboma there, no, they ever if you are Uncle Sam say, boss, yeah, you are a fair. We are former member of parliament. Asamoah could be Jones at Hakano. Is that what our law says? Because is that what I don't just say anything? This is what our law says. Is that what our law says? That's what I don't like.
Asamoah mo dey call World Cup do semi-finals no. Why
I'm saying that you never know conversations occur so
people now for only track record. No, I'm talking
about Milo. Who see they paid Milo, so they should pay this one.
That bibia enkoso o say Joel Mosquito Yamano say special happy birthday to Faustina Ade wo Italy Vicenza and ma Faustina Ade wo we efri Oma Samuel ene Josh ho na say yemfa this special birthday emma enti nyame sha na onyo kese we eye de emma electroland for so eda so ekita is syntax tank so eboa na edi dwumadi ne ebrere si ama yasetenem ato so Dennis Asamoah anything amejeso ala tula eya hotedi abadwafo oti Erika Sedu body enka so ena Ken Kaninja Sedazi edi news at 6 ebaye na Master Banson Kobe Jones and Sky interesting point of interest and so esan ebaye si nyame